you look at it, we've got two. He's kept the wing backs the same as the other night. Joe Gray has a lot of pace, very direct. Greg Ollie will get on the ball, he will spray it around, and he will utilise our wing backs probably better than Joe Gray would in that position.
Ollie Pearce is in the centre circle alongside so he's wearing the captain's armband with no Callum Howe in the starting 11, alongside George Langston. Every time he gets the ball, for years all I've seen is George Langston. He gets the ball and just gives it the big left foot volleyed forward.
Yes. And that was rhyming with something there, and I thought you were going to go there, but no.
No. So the toss has taken place. York City will be shooting to towards the Braintree fans in the north stand in this first period. So they'll shoot towards their own supporters in the second half. I have to say, there's probably around about 60 or 70 Braintree fans. The majority of them have been in since before 2 o'clock. Just sat down there in that one block of the north stand, so that they're obviously excited about this afternoon's fixture.
They've been soaking the sun up, David.
Maybe.
Unfortunately for them, the sun is now hiding behind the cinema, so it could be a cold afternoon for them over there.
Yeah, the Braintree goalkeeper's got the sun in his eyes, though. Braintree wearing white shirts, orange shorts and orange socks. York City, of course, in their home kit. I have no idea why we're kicking off late here today. I think the referee just brought them out late, and now Robert Havercroft still hasn't finished giving out the team news. So there's another hold-up. We're going to be 2 minutes past 3, I think, by the time we get started. So it's been a bit of a mess off the field all round. But fingers crossed, it won't be on the pitch when this game gets underway in just a second. Come on, Robert. There you go. And the second he finishes, the referee can blow his whistle. So we are kicking off. And Braintree have it at the back. And there it is, the first bomb downfield from Langston. He can't find a white shirt, and it's going to be picked up by Jeff King on this right-hand side. He will go long, and there's a bit of a rugby tackle on Josh Stones. Nothing given by the referee. Could easily have penalised the defender there, but he didn't. It went through to the goalkeeper, who cleared first time, and the Braintree have had the ball twice so far, and both times he undone. They have just blasted it as far downfield as they possibly can.
Well, if we didn't know what we were doing before the game, there's confirmation. That is what is going to happen this afternoon. They're going to bomb the ball forward as quick as possible. I think that plays into City's hands, to be honest. We'll see.
We will. Morgan Williams decides to go looking for Stones, who's going to run the channel on this right-hand side. He holds it up well to Stones, lays it up back into midfield. Hunt gets there first. King goes back to Williams.
He looks a true athlete, Williams, doesn't he? Like the modern-day centre-back.
Yeah.
6'2", 6'3", maybe 6'4".
Be interesting to see how he gets on going forward, because City do miss so much without Fagan Walcott there.
We've talked about this. It's massive. What he does as an attacking defender is unreal. But we've got Jeff King, Ben Brooks flying up and down the wings at the moment. They're both in really good form.
Right, they have gone with a back four, and Langston is tracking Ollie Pearce. A man-to-man marking job on Ollie Pearce once more, as Altrincham did a couple of weeks ago. So we'll keep an eye on that as City have it on the far side. When Pearce drops in, Langston follows him around. Hunt across this right-hand side to Williams. Williams goes back to Hunt. Steve Pitt, the Braintree manager, bitterly disappointed with his side's performance. Said it was the worst they've played since he went to the club. Best part of a year ago on last Saturday when they were beaten 3-0 at home by Boreham Wood. He actually thought one of their better performances, if not their best performance, was when York City went to Braintree and were 2 down but came back to win 3-2. Hunt goes back to Mail in his purple kit. All purple kit this afternoon for the York City goalkeeper. He leaves it for Johnson at the edge of his box. Johnson sends it across to the left-hand side to Kitchen. Pearce drops in, Langston follows in once more. Pearce round the corner, tries to find Kitchen. Slightly overhit, it is, it goes into touch. Bit of a miscommunication over there between Brooks, Kitchen and Pearce. He also has the long throw as well, does George Langston, the former Eastleigh man. Away in the captain's armband, throw in taken. Now, I think they will try and waste a few seconds here and there, will Braintree today. I'm not sure we can complain too much because City did exactly that in the first half, didn't they? Actually, interesting as well, speaking to Stuart Maynard at full time, I went and had a chat with him by the side of the pitch, and he told me he was surprised only 1 minute went up in that first half of injury time. He thought there would probably be 3.
Yeah, that was a real strange one from the referee at Carlisle. But I think, City did slow the game down, but I thought, because I don't particularly love
professionally.
It. Yeah, in a professional manner. It was at the right times. It wasn't over slowing the game down, in my opinion.
Kitchen comes forward on that left-hand side. He's got Brooks outside of him. Decides to put a deep cross in, looking for Stones. Stones, no one marks him. Can bring it down in the box. Well, they went to sleep there. Braintree at the back. The left Stones in loads of space, and he just couldn't bring the ball down out of the sky.
Yeah, he did well to actually bring it down. But you're right. He just couldn't get it under control after that.
Could he thought about having a volley?
Possibly. Maybe he was caught in two minds there, because he was definitely unmarked.
Pearce dropped deep again. Leaves Langston with Brooks on this occasion. And Boateng has it at the back. City will try and get another attack going here. With Carlisle's game being called off yesterday down at Aldershot, City would go. This is their game in hand over Carlisle. City will go 6 points clear of the Cumbrians with a win. Of course, Rochdale, I think everyone will expect them to beat Truro back at Spotland today. But if City can go 6 points clear of Carlisle, that would just be another nail in their coffin. Their title coffin.
Yeah, we both know John Askey will be doing his utmost, not just for Truro, but he loves this club. He wants us to do well.
Kitchen to the left-hand side to Brooks. Brooks can put a ball into the box. Pearce got some fun. Yes! What a goal! What a lovely ball again from the left-hand side for Ben Brooks. And there was Pearce. He got away from his man. And it's a lovely side-footed finish across goal into the bottom corner. Just opened up his body. That is a sensational goal from York City. York City 1, Braintree 0, 4 minutes on the clock.
Well, I am going to sound deja vu of all deja vus here, because that ball is as good a ball into the box as you'll see across all the leagues this afternoon, and it's that boy Ben Brooks again. What a ball in, what a left foot he has got, an absolute wand. I mean, that is identical. What a ball in. Great finish from Ollie Pearce. You kind of expect that, but the cross in was just so inviting. Just go and score this, Ollie. And of course, Ollie steps up and just goes and scores.
His 25th goal of the season, 24th in the league. He opens his body up. I think he actually might go through the legs of Langston, who was caught on his heels. He got in front of him. Perfect start.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Again, what did Ben Brooks' ball go direct or through Langston's legs?
No. Pearce's finish might have gone through Langston's legs. He got in front of him.
I just saw the ball. The cross in was just what every striker would love to have fed to them. Ben Brooks, my word.
Yeah, difficult to see if he actually went through his legs or just in front of him, but he got in front of his markers so well there, that Ollie Pearce. Greg Ollie now wins a free kick on the edge of his own penalty area as Braintree try and come forward for the first time.
Just seeing it, it's all about the cross, isn't it? The cross is so inviting from Ben Brooks. The right pace, the right whip, and if you've got a player like Ollie Pearce on the end of them, Josh Stones on the end of them, my word, you're gonna have some fun.
Oh yeah, you certainly are. City could have some fun here today. Is this the day where York City do get the hatful? He's spoken about it. They think they could get 7 or 8 one day, this York City management team.
It feels like it's been coming.
Mail downfield, Stones is through on goal. In the centre of the field, men getting back though. Couldn't bring the ball under control. He turns edge of the area, lays it off to the right hand side to King. King will come in field. Will he get a shot away? No, he won't. He goes back to Hunt, and it's a sloppy pass from King. Braintree can win it back. Oh, that was almost a really good second opportunity for City.
Yeah.
Well done, Boateng, to win the ball back on this near side. Gives it to King. King gets past his man, does he? No. Good tackle comes in on Jeff King, and Braintree for the first time can now have a bit of space to move forward in the centre of the field with Fletcher Hubbard. He goes back though to his defenders, who have been overworked already in the opening minutes. 6.5 minutes gone. York City 1, Braintree 0. Brooks tries to win the foul over that far side, and instead the decision goes against Ben Brooks, and Braintree will have an opportunity to calm things down with a free kick just short of halfway. Langston into midfield, now across this near side to Francis Clark. He sends it forward to Babbage, then the ball down the line. The Braintree man held up Walker by Williams. Oh, good tackle. And now Ollie skips past his man down this right-hand side. Ollie, round the back, needs to pick out a York City shirt in the centre, and he can't beat the first man. It goes behind for a corner kick. But that's the difference in quality from the wings between Ben Brooks and Greg Ollie. Ben Brooks' cross was superb. Greg Ollie should have done so much better.
Yeah, he almost had too much time. He'd got away from the defender really well there, Greg Ollie. But yeah, he's balling. Some credit to the defender. He's got himself in between man and ball.
Hiram Boateng has come across to have a word with Stuart Maynard here, and now he's running down the touchline to take this corner kick. So what have they come up with? We're about to find out.
Here we are. You'd imagine something creative. Alex Hunt not on them, Hiram Boateng on them instead of Alex Hunt today. Left footer, whipped in underneath the goalkeepers.
There's Ian's prediction.
Yeah.
So Boateng, left-footed.
Oh no.
And it comes now into the middle, over the head of the goalkeeper, almost gets a punch to it. Wasn't a great punch, then it's hooked over the bar by Morgan Williams to the edge of his 6-yard box. He got caught under that, the goalkeeper. I thought he was going to go directly into that far corner from the corner kick.
Whipped in underneath the crossbar. Unbelievable. What a prediction. Yeah, it was set up for that, wasn't it? Well, they've had the little tester as well now, and I think they can see that the keeper does not look particularly confident with that sort of a cross.
Well, that's Mason Terry on his season-long loan from West Ham.
Wow.
Played all right at times in that game down at Cressing Road in the start of September. You obviously think quite a lot of him at West Ham. He was played throughout their Youth Cup win in the team that won the Youth Cup in 22-23. So what's that now? 3 seasons ago.
Just not keen on crosses under the bar.
From what we just saw there, no. Boateng. Pearce round the corner to Stones. Again, loads of space here. And he did get caught, Ollie Pearce, on halfway. The referee blows. Referee today is Dale Baines. Alex Hunt thinks there should be some sort of retribution here to the Braintree man. Pearce is going to get to his feet. He's going to be all right. He's not going to need treatment. Rather subdued to say City have got off to an electric start, Ian Dunn.
Yeah, this happened recently, wasn't it? The early goal you think would get the place buzzing and get let's have 2.
Hunt to Williams, back to Hunt on halfway.
But there is a sort of attitude of we should be beating teams like this, and to score early, then the fans are
Pearce, Langston follows him into midfield, but Pearce gets there first, and then there's a Braintree man gone down off the ball and he's thumping the ground in pain or frustration, but now he gets up to his feet because he knows no decisions come his way. He's hobbling away.
Yeah.
Who's that? 39, Elliot Thorpe, former Solihull man. Kitchen gets away from his man on the left-hand side, bursting forward, coming in field. Kitchen to Pearce, just behind him. He has to turn, but he'll recycle it out to this right-hand side with Ollie Pearce, but he can't find Jeff King just behind him. He's frustrated. Gets a round of applause from his manager, but it's a sloppy ball from Yorkshire, his leading marksman. Yeah,
I was just saying, David, that we don't want to let this have the attitude of this is a foregone conclusion just because we scored early. Go and get a second, third, fourth, fifth.
Elsewhere, Rochdale already do lead Truro City by a goal to 0 in the National League. Halifax are 1 up at Eastleigh as well. The games at Gateshead, Woking and Aldershot all postponed yesterday because of waterlogged pitches. Johnson back to Mail to Boateng midfield. He can turn under no pressure whatsoever. Now to Hunt. Gives away possession here to Walker. Walker can run down that York City goal. Edge of the box, gets a shot. Good save, Harrison Mail. That was sloppy from Alex Hunt. And Mail is called into action.
Great save, Harrison Mail. Again.
Ball down over the top, looking for Stones, who holds it up well, but he just can't find Ollie as it bounces off him. Babbage. Thorpe goes back then to Francis Clark. He gives it to Emmanuel on Raw. And Langston sends it long. Do you reckon he's got a short pass in him, George Langston?
No.
Not got that in his locker?
No.
Pearce.
From the age of under 8, he was launching it.
I think you're right. Across this near side to Williams. Williams to King. King back once more to Williams. King, tight against the right-hand side touchline. Will get a cross in. They've not stopped the cross all the way across. Cleared at the far stick by the big centre-back on Raw again. And picked up now by Boateng. And Braintree man goes down. Oh, this is poor. There's nothing wrong with him there. I think he's claiming he's got a head injury. And of course the trainer's not going to have to come on. Oh, he is now. The referees make it well played, referee. So I don't think he thinks there's much in this. But he's pulled up play, so now he's making sure the trainer comes on, so he has to go off for 30 seconds. He's on his feet. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. Well played, referee. Wasn't buying that. I think that's Jacob. That's number 16, isn't it? He's gone there. Goran Babic. He didn't do the game down at Cressing Road, so you probably didn't hear this, Ian. Gordon Babic, his previous club, London Samurai Rovers. What league do you think they play in?
London Samurai Rovers.
Samurai.
As in...
Think he's a danger? Danger man?
Could be a weapon. Babic.
Right, so he's off for 30 seconds. Plays back underway. Williams to Hunt. He's saying, can I come back on? Yeah, but it's nowhere near 30 seconds. Referee tells him to wait. Kitchen puts the ball into the box. Stones wins a header, and he just can't knock it down to the path of the on-rushing Ollie Pearce. Goalkeeper gathers. He's winning everything so far as Josh Stones.
Yeah, he's bullying him. Much like he did the other night. Straight, the defender kept trying to come through the back of him. He was just too strong.
He certainly is so far. And they're knocking it around now at the back. Into midfield it goes. City going to win it back though with Johnson. Bit slack there. Tackle comes in on the Braintree man. And he wins the free kick. Does Hubbard. Braintree actually paid a fee for Fletcher Hubbard. I can't imagine the many players down the years that they've paid a fee for. Brightling Sea Regent he was playing for last season before they paid that fee.
Do you know what fee it was?
Well, I can't imagine it was that big.
£300 and a bag of balls.
Maybe.
It might be a fee, but
sort of fees that clubs paid for you.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Hubbard will take the free kick on halfway. They've got a man in 10 yards behind the offside line here of Braintree. He'll now drop in as everyone drops back up towards the edge of the box. Comes off the back of Kitchen. Bit of a scramble in the York City penalty area. They're forced wide. They do get a cross in, but they can't get it past Johnson. That was sloppy again by City at the back. That's not a great clearance from Johnson either. Hubbard to this left-hand side to Drake. Drake will put a deep cross in. That's overhit, goes behind. Now they've only had 2 attacks here, Braintree, but City have been sloppy twice at the back. Yeah,
and that's what I mean about it. Going back a few minutes, don't let this become a foregone conclusion, because that's when you get your horrible surprise. City have got to keep the pedal to the metal, keep going, keep pushing this Braintree side, get that second goal, because they're a team that you don't want to encourage teams like that, because they'll be at the moment. If they get a goal, they're going to get what they expected to come for, or hope to come for today in a point. So that second goal will be all important for City.
Mail knocking it to Johnson on the edge of his area. Johnson in his preferred position in the centre of that York City defence. And Mail will now clear long down the centre of the field, again looking for Stones. Stones again controls it on his chest, lays it off to Ollie. Ollie down the right hand side to King. He can put a cross in, and he does first time. A deep one to the back post, back into the centre. Stones just can't get there, and they do hack it clear once more. Braintree, they're getting lots of joy from these crosses into the box of York City. Kitchen to Boateng. Boateng picked up by Brooks. Brooks gives it to Hunt. Turns and then gets forward on that left hand side as Ben Brooks. Hunt sends it out to this right hand side instead to Morgan Williams. Williams now to King. King, overlapping run, not used. Goes back instead to Alex Hunt. Hunt across to Boateng. Boateng lets it run across his body so he can get it on his left foot, and then that's poor from Boateng as he tries to lay it off to Kitchen. There have been 2 or 3 sloppy moments here from York City in between the good play. Now Braintree gave it away, but Ollie can't get there. His touch lets him down. It's won back though by Brooks. Pierce then can't control it, and again it's sloppy from York City. Braintree come forward down the right hand side with Pennington. And that's put into touch by Kitchen, and Kitchen turns and tries to G up some of these York City players. Yeah, getting that early goal seems to sort of relaxed City, maybe that little bit too much.
Too much, man. You always want the early goal, but you want the early goal to really then go and put pressure on their position even further.
Well, this is the first long throw they're going to have to deal with on that far side of the field from Langston.
The fans have recognised it. They recognise they need a bit of a buzz.
And it comes now. Not that long. The control on the edge of the area cleared by Boateng. Stones drops back in, wins the header again, and then it's played all the way back to his goalkeeper by Pennington from inside the York City half. Terry on the edge of the box raises his left arm. We know where this is going. Boom. Downfield it goes. Williams is beaten to that in the air. Well, they're going to win it back now off Babic. Hunt gives it to Boateng. Boateng to Kitchen back to Mail. Have you ever seen a player so one-footed as Hiram Boateng? I just wonder how good he could have been if he had any sort of right foot.
I was lucky enough I could kick with both feet, but I think footballers have got 2 feet. Their careers are so... The opportunities are so much better.
Mail.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Downfield, over the head of Stones and the defender. It's going to fall through to Brooks. Those provided the on-rushing forward ball. Now to Stones at the edge of the area. Takes on the shot. Good goalkeeping.
He's in.
To Ollie. 2-0!
Get in!
The goalkeeper saved it, and then it rounded back to Ollie, and he just dinked it over him and in off the underside of the bar. He almost missed it, Greg Ollie, from point-blank range, 7 or 8 yards out. It goes in. City have the second. It could be game over already. York City 2, Braintree 0. We haven't yet played 18 minutes.
And I've got to say, Josh Jones, superb. Ben Brooks, yet again, down that left-hand side. If he isn't a direct assist, it's an indirect assist. And Josh Jones then finding Greg Ollie. The finish from Ollie was beautiful. I'd love to see it again, just because I thought, did it hit the crossbar before it came back out?
No, he dinked it onto the bar.
Yeah, Oh, and it's gone in off the bar. Yeah.
The defending, the centre of their defence in this opening 18 minutes from Braintree has been all over the place.
It's like a team from the bottom end of the table, isn't it?
Really, Stones could have a field day here. I know he's not got himself on the score sheet yet, but he's been instrumental in everything that York City have done.
He just causes havoc, doesn't he? He's a player that just, I can't imagine any centre half would like to play against Josh Stones right now. And then they know they've got Ollie Pearce playing alongside him.
And he's just given the thumbs up to Harrison Mayle. Mayle going long, working for York City once more. I thought that was a great tactic that they used on Wednesday night. No messing around at the back. Give it to Mayle, let him go long.
Yeah.
Virtually every time.
Mix it up. Teams don't know what's happening. If you mix it up like we do, it's really hard for the opposition to work out just how to play against.
So City have two. Ollie has his third league goal of the season. And King wins that back and goes all the way across. And it's going to find Harrison Mayle on the edge of his area. He lays it off to Kitchen.
Must forget Jeff King, he's come in, and I know it's only a week, 3 games, but he looks like a player full of confidence, like he has been up at the top of the league all season, and we're benefiting from that right now.
Thoughts for people like Alex Newby, who's running up and down this near side now thinking, why didn't I get a game against these lot this afternoon?
Yeah. Them's the breaks.
Hunt to Kitchen. 81333 on the text. Start your message with the word York. 08000 321 333. Again, start your message with the word York.
I think if City go for this, David, this could be the day. We said it last time, didn't we? No more goals went in, so bit loath to predict. But this is if there's ever a team there for the taking, it's today. It's Braintree.
Apparently they travelled up today as well. Someone was telling me. I don't know whether that's true. I didn't get to speak to any of the Braintree directors ahead of this. But that's a long journey to make. Coming from it's further than coming from North London.
Yeah. Because
where they have to get round.
That tells you their attitude
A1.
to expectations for today, doesn't it? They're probably writing it off.
Johnson, yes, to Williams. Williams down the line to King. He gets away from his man, does King. And a second. Well played, Jeff King. He comes in field and lays it off back to Boateng.
Morgan Williams is forward a la Malachi Fagan-Walcott there as the right centre-back.
Kitchen
is that
to
on the
Hunt.
Right wing?
Well, they've got everyone back behind the ball. Look at the space in midfield here for Hunt to come forward. They're sitting so deep.
They don't know what to do, David. This is a team that are not quite sure. So the manager's telling them to just get back in and try and be numbers in the...
Well, they've had a practice match last week against Boreham Wood because they play in a similar style, similar fashion to York City, a similar formation. But it doesn't seem to have done them much good.
No.
Hunt to King. Hunt, once again, time to turn, get past his man, gets past the second man, then a good tackle comes in, but Hunt wins it back. King
very tight.
Wins a throw-in halfway inside the Braintree half of the field. York City 2, Braintree 0, approaching the halfway point of this first half. City with a week off after this game, so they can get a bit of rest into these players. Ben Brooks is coming all the way across this right-hand side. We still haven't seen this famed Ben Brooks long throw.
Well, what we have seen is his wand of a left peg. Absolute killer balls that he's putting into the box. If he has got a long throw, David, that's just another string to his bow.
Well, let's see where this one goes. Into the penalty area. That is a long one. Flicked on by Williams. A little back heel by Johnson. They haven't cleared it. Pearce, 3-0.
Yes!
What awful defending again. Pearce stood 2 yards in front of the goalkeeper and just taps it under his body. They are a shambles of Braintree. That is the easiest goal Ollie Pearce is going to score all season. He has another brace. 25 in the league now for Ollie Pearce. He's on fire. York City are on fire. York City 3, Braintree 0. Not even halfway through this first half.
You can't give Ollie Pearce. To be honest, you couldn't give me that space in the box. Braintree's defence is all over the shop. They haven't got a clue. And it looks so frail. It's there. It's right. It's there for the taking. Ollie Pearce on hand. It's a tap-in, isn't it?
It's a little back heel over his head from Johnson. He just flicks it over the top of the defenders. Pearce runs onto it. The goalkeeper, why he don't try and come and get it? Yeah. He's rooted to his line as if he's got super glue in his boots. The defenders all stand there watching. Pearce just taps it under him.
Yeah, absolutely. Kamikaze, isn't it? And look at the body language of Braintree, David. 22 minutes on, and they're already thinking about McDonald's at 6 p.m.
No, that's you.
Oh, damn, yeah.
He does well, Pearce, to get in front of his man who's got hold of his shirt, but you can't really tackle him, I suppose. Once he's turned the defender, bring him down, it's a penalty, of course. He didn't want to do that, but the goalkeeper. Your guess is as good as mine what he was doing. Just collapses on his knees, stuck to his line.
Yeah.
Didn't try and close him down, didn't try and spread himself.
He looked worrying from the corner, didn't he? Early on. Bless him. He's just maybe not having a good one today. Not enjoyed the journey up.
They have it on the left here to the home team. Sorry, the away team. Into the centre it goes. Oh, Pearce almost got on the end of that. He's looking for a first half hat-trick. Across now to Langston, who can come forward and play it down the line to Pinnington. Langston gets it back. Boom. Forward it goes. That's a nice ball, though, for Walker to run down the channel and try and get. He gets there before the York City defender, but he can't play it off him, and he gives possession back to Kitchen. Kitchen to Brooks. Brooks to Johnson. Johnson across to Williams. Well, if he is concerned about the fitness of any of these players today and the minutes in their legs, he could make changes now if he wanted to, Stuart Maynard, because there's no way Braintree are getting back into it from 3 down.
It's no good for the fantasy team, though. Don't take Ollie Pearce and Josh Stones off. But yeah, you're right. But do you know what? There must be a little bit of Stuart Maynard thinking this could be the day we go out of sight with goals, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd expect changes.
Well, Ollie Pearce, before the start of the game, had already scored, I think it was 4 more goals this season than Braintree had as a team.
I shouldn't laugh, but yeah, there's levels, there's differences, and this is it.
But still, they're not in the bottom 4 yet, Braintree.
No.
Oh, look at this again. Stones controls on his chest, just drops off the defender who got absolutely nowhere near him.
Stones was brilliant.
Crosses in his hands. King's won it off the defender. Round the back. Defender gets by King. King across the face of the penalty area to Ollie. Ollie gives it back to King. Into midfield. Hunt's got space to pick out a pass if he wants. He's going to move it back to this right-hand side to King. No one's tracked him. Easy cross coming in from King. In it comes now. Into the middle. Oh, over the head of Stones just. And it's going to be put behind for a corner kick, is it? It is. Corner kick York City. Yeah. Second of the game. What can they do from this one?
It's almost every time they attack you're expecting something, whether it's genius from York City or calamity from the Braintree defender and goal. You feel like there's something coming every attack.
Who's taking this corner? There's no one going to cross to take it.
10 minutes ago I was talking about please don't let this become a foregone conclusion. It's 3-0. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion without getting too carried away.
King's
it's how many, isn't it? How many today?
It is how many.
And if they want it, they'll get 4, 5 and 6.
If it stays 3-0, it's going to be a pretty subdued next hour inside this ground, because there can't be much happening. City keep attacking, they're going to get a hatful.
Yes. Yeah.
Referee wants a word with one of the defenders here. Some blocking going on at the edge of the area. King's over the corner kick. He's still having a chat here with the defender. He's pulling him across. Emmanuel Omrore.
Emmanuel who?
Omrore.
That's Amore.
There's not a lot of love for him at the minute.
I'll tee him up.
The referee's now saying Jeff King hasn't put the ball in the quadrants. He's gone all the way across to check. King's saying, look, it's fine. The referee decides that he agrees with Jeff King. He raises both his arms. Finally, the corner can come in. Oh, and he's gone short to Hunt. Hunt will try and spread it. Gives it back to King. King gets it out of his feet and now puts the cross in. It's the middle it goes, and it's too deep. Everyone went near post, and it drifts out of the back post for a goal kick. 3-0 it remains to the Minster men.
It's a great ball from Jeff King. The quality of delivery from City. I'm not just saying it, particularly from King and Brooks coming in. The quality of delivery, and Newby and Gray were fantastic as well. It's coming from all angles. So even you got your two sort of who have played most of the season not playing. You bring 2 more in. The quality hasn't. If anything, it's got slightly better with delivery.
This is the section of the afternoon that we call Challengean. So here's your challenge. In 7 previous games against Braintree, City had scored 17 goals. They've now got 20 goals. Only one player has ever scored more than once against Braintree. He's a current player. Name that player. So I've given you a hint.
Well, for York City.
For York City. That's before Pearce got his 2 today. Boateng breaks forward, edge of the area, just lay it off to him. Boateng takes the shot. 4-0. He should have laid Pearce in, but he was greedy. And he ggets his first goal at the LNR Community Stadium as Hiram Boateng. His second of the season. That was so easy. It's 4-0. 27 minutes gone. Double figures could be on the cards if we continue like this. York City 4, Braintree 0.
Greg, he got more goals than England got runs in the Ashes here. 4 for none. This is, I mean, I'm not sure what the keeper's doing there, David. Ain't very good. But Hiram Boateng bought a ticket and he won the raffle. It's a good shot. It's a great shot. They give him acres to run into.
Langston just backs off.
Yeah, what are they doing?
And the keeper leaves such a huge gap. His positioning is abysmal.
He's almost pointing at where to put the ball.
And again, he's stuck to his line.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, credit to Boateng, he exploited it. He moved into the space, hit his shot. It was a good shot.
Right, instructions have come on for... It's 4-0 though, lads. You're a bit late to get instructions on. A piece of paper's come on. It's been given to Umrore at the back, who doesn't have time yet to read it because the game's back underway. Now he will as they come forward on this left-hand side, and it's clattered into touch by Williams, and that was a hard challenge on him, and the referee gives the free kick against Francis Clark.
Bit naughty.
And now they're passing the note around the back. What are they doing to try and stem the flow here, the away team?
I think the note says...
Well, Francis Clark is going across from the left-sided centre-back to play right-back, which is his natural position.
Keeper's down.
Keeper's gone down. Here we go. I think the note's already on, mate.
Yeah.
You're too late. The referee should just tell him this is ridiculous.
The note is saying we are leaving as soon as the final whistle goes.
You've got more time anyway for challenge Ian. Right, before today.
Sorry.
So before today.
So before
Ollie Pearce has got 2 today. In 7 previous games against Braintree, City have scored 17 goals. Only one player has ever scored more than once against Braintree.
Before today. I'd always still go Ollie Pearce, but that'd be too obvious.
He's not got 2 goals against Braintree until today. This is before today.
So someone has scored 2 goals against Braintree, you mean?
Yeah. Out of the 17 goals that York City have scored,
right, so out of that...
only one player before today has ever scored twice against Braintree.
Oh.
He's a current player.
Oof.
So that's a little bit misleading.
Everybody... What? He's a current player?
He's on York City's books.
Oh, so he's not playing today. I'm looking around at this 11, so he's not here today. Braintree. Do you know what? Is he on the bench?
He's not.
All right.
It's not easy.
Joe Felix.
It's not easy. It's not little Joe Felix, no. Do you want me to tell you?
No. Give me a clue.
Give you a clue?
Yes.
You won't get him.
I'm calling a friend. I won't get. The clue is I won't get him.
You won't get him.
So you asked a loaded question knowing that I wasn't going to get the answer.
Well, possibly it was sent to me and said, please ask Ian this question. He won't know what the answer is.
Yeah. Oh, another clue. Other than that, I won't get him.
It's his testimonial year.
Oh! Paddy McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 for York City against Braintree.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking to Paddy this week.
That was in a 6-2 victory actually for York City at Bootham Crescent. They're well on the way to getting at least 6 here today because they've got 4 in the opening half hour. Kidderminster lead Scarborough Athletic by a goal to 0. Harrogate Town still goalless. Oh, Harrison Mill, what a pick out that is along the floor. Zip that through to Ollie Pearce. Pearce to the left-hand side. He goes back to Kitchen. Keep going forward here, York City. There are a hatful of goals to be had. Back to Mail. Let's have a look. What have they done here? So they've definitely gone to a back 4 of the away team. But they need to have a word with the goalkeeper here, and I don't think it matters what formation if you've got a goalkeeper who's rooted to his line. Well, he's having an off day. Oh, look again, the space for Pearce. They've given up on man marking Ollie Pearce as well. That lasted all of about 4 or 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, just provided more work for York City to move in.
Whatever the game plan was has absolutely been disintegrated, and City have destroyed them. It's 4-0. 30 minutes on the clock. 31 minutes.
Mail has the ball at his feet. He doesn't want to get sloppy as well, otherwise his clean sheet bonus will be going out the window. Oh, that's sloppy from Greg Ollie.
Well, that's the challenge. He opened
his body to try and send it across this near side straight into touch it goes.
That's the challenge now for Stuart Maynard. He's 4-0 up, lads. The challenge is not to go sloppy.
He'll know a lot about these players, but will he learn something extra about the players today, about whether they do take their foot off the gas when it is so easy?
No, I think it's a good point, absolutely, because there'll be times when it isn't so easy. Your spirit has got to be the same for 90 plus minutes every week.
Boreham Wood are trailing by a goal to 0 at Altrincham. It's 1-1 between Boston and Southend, 1-1 between Eastleigh and Halifax. Solihull, where York go next week, that'll be a difficult game. They're 1 up at Morecambe, and Rochdale still lead Truro by a goal to 0. The other games that are taking place, in fact there's only one other. I think Tamworth Sutton is 0-0. The other 3 postponed. Into touch it goes on this near side. Ben Drake, who's on loan from Millwall.
Yeah, the cliched every game will be a tough game has gone out the window today.
Ryan Fallowfield just throwing it straight over Ben Drake's head and said, you need to take it from up there. He was trying to steal a few yards. Tackle comes in from Stones. It breaks kindly for Hubbard. Intercepted by Williams. Look at the space for Williams. Oh, that's a sloppy ball, but it just about gets there to Ben Brooks. Puts him under pressure, though. Brooks with a tackle, and he's going to be penalised. The Braintree man goes down. He's getting the yellow card. It was Ben Brooks.
Oh.
It was a scissor challenge, wasn't it? Maybe understandable.
Yeah, a little bit off the ground, maybe. I'm not sure he was aware of the player coming in. He was shoulder to shoulder with the other Braintree player, and the one he actually fouled came from nowhere. But yeah, City certainly have. Yeah, so we'll find out how ruthless they are. In fact, today that's what you're going to. Are we ruthless as well as every other attribute that we've got and we've talked about? Can we add ruthless to that?
Stuart Maynard's having his minute by minute conversation down there with the fourth official.
A little bit friendlier this afternoon. A little bit.
So free kick, right hand side. Everyone lines up on the edge of the York City penalty area. And it comes now into the box. One in the air by Kitchen. It's going to be kept in play by Stones on this right hand side, and he'll clear. Well played, Josh Stones. Sends it long. Gets a flick off at Braintree head. Ollie backed out of a challenge there. Yeah, the gentleman behind us saying, come on Ollie, get stuck in. I think he could see the big lad in front of him, so he let him nod it back into defence. And Drake now comes forward, tries to get across into box, take a lucky ricochet, goes across towards Walker. That's a good tackle though from Brooks on that far side, because that was a penalty waiting to happen if he mistimed that. And Boateng picks it up and goes back to Mark Kitchen.
And he's got to be careful now, obviously, with the yellow card, Ben Brooks.
Boateng into midfield to Ollie, who's dropped deep in the centre of the field, gives it back to her and Boateng. Boateng to Pearce, who drops deep. Look at the space again. Pearce over the top down his right side. King's in round the back. Into the penalty area he goes. Just holds it up though, does Jeff King. Didn't have anyone in the middle to try and cross to. Still got it though, King. Still got it. Lays it off back to Pearce, who's going to try and put the cross in, is he? He does. And it comes now. Deflects into the back. They've got away with that.
That's a ball in from Ollie Pearce. He needed to be on the end of that cross.
Langston cleared it against the back of his own player, and it just fell kindly for the other Braintree defender that was in close proximity of that, and they're able to clear. Johnson's going to pick it up now in the centre circle. Look at the space again. Ollie round the corner to King, who once again is round the back. King tries to get the crossing, can't beat the first man, and is hacked clear by Ben Drake. Drake sends it forward looking for Walker. Johnson, Boateng, up and under down the centre of the field. Pearce flicks it on, knowing he was in offside position. Through to the goalkeeper he goes. Both Pearce and Stones were slow to come back there. Weren't expecting that from Hiram Boateng.
Yeah.
Braintree have it in the left back position on this near side to halfway, and then giving away possession to Williams. It's so easy. Stones, Williams goes forward, back to King it goes. Hunt, back to Johnson. Johnson again to Hunt. Hunt round the corner to King. King goes back once more to Johnson. York 4. It will be 5 soon, the way things are continuing. York 4, Braintree 0, 36 minutes gone. When was the last time York City did score 5 in a first half? I'm trying to remember. There have been a few 4s over the last few years. If anyone can remember a 5, get in touch at BBC York Sport. 81333 on the text. Start your message with the word York. 08000 321 333. Again, start your message with the word York, as Braintree have it at the back. Got 9 minutes to get those into us. If it comes in, Pete will let me know.
Talk about quiz questions there, David. I had one today. I was just trying to work out, if Chris Forth is listening, how many father-sons have played for York City?
Boateng wings it back for City. Stones at the edge of the area, into the box. They're not closing down. Stones goes the long way round. Now they're getting men back. He's forced wide, gives it back to Brooks. Brooks puts a cross into the middle. Oh, that's a poor headed clear. Headed it straight back into the penalty area from the edge of the 6-yard box there. Did the Braintree man. They do finally manage to clear their box. Hunt does well. That's the round of applause. He brings it down out the sky and gives it to Williams. Williams to King on this right-hand side. King puts a cross in. No one tried to close them down, and he puts it onto the roof of the net. Poor from Jeff King this time, and it goes behind. It stays 4-0.
Yeah, Dave McCorch was the guest today. Of course, his son Fergus played for the club. Martin Butler. Good games. How many fathers and sons have played for York City?
Did he play for the club?
Yeah. Made some appearances.
Did he? First team?
Yeah.
His son, I mean?
Yeah. Fergus.
Really?
Have you watched him?
I'm not sure.
No?
Is he in telling Porkies again here on BBC Radio York? That's something else you can get in touch with.
Come on. I'm sure he came on as a substitute. If I'm wrong.
Well, I'll tell you what, City have had so many players in the last 15 and 20 years, it's quite easy to forget about some. So apologies if I have, but I don't remember him playing for York City. For the first team. Ball forward, Ollie controls it on his hand, referee doesn't give it, it was unfortunate, didn't mean to do it, and Pearce spreads it with laughter in the background, because it was handball, across to King on this near side. Williams. Hunt back to Williams. And Williams is forced back towards halfway. Johnson, he plays into midfield. Look at Hunt, no one on him. He's able to pick up the ball, turn, drive forward and lay it off to King on the right hand side. Williams. Is this just a complete mismatch, Ian, or is it just one side having a terrible off day? You have to say it looks like a mismatch.
It does look like a mismatch. I mean, you can't gauge how well York City are
Hunt
playing.
Down the centre of the field. Defender heads clear, but straight to Jeff King. 50 pence head there.
Yeah, you can't gauge how well City are playing well. That's the thing. And there's all the baggage that comes with it. You're playing against a team, and they know it, a team that are flying high. So they're going to struggle if they're mentally expecting to get a beating, which clearly they will be now. I think when that first goal went in, Braintree's heart sank. And it's just a matter of can York City raise themselves to get the next couple of goals, and boy oh boy they have.
Aaron Boateng, I'm being told by Chris Fall from York City South, is the 52nd York City player to score at the LNER. And Morgan Williams, the 104th player to wear the York City shirt here. Hunt turns and he's run into traffic, and the white shirts have won it back. Oh, and then he throws himself to the ground. The Braintree man, that was never a foul.
No.
He's definitely won one there as a Walker. Free kick taken by Drake. Sent across the right hand side to Langston. The big long ball downfield. Johnson does well, heads clear. Hunt gets there before the Braintree man, but his touch lets him down, and they work it across this left hand side. Picked up on this near side by Thorpe. He goes in field to Babbage. Babbage now to Drake, who can put a cross into the York City penalty area. Williams has to bend down to head clear, gets it to Ollie, Hunt, and now it's to King once more. Everyone got back there for York City.
Yep.
There's not a lack of effort here.
Good sign.
Stones round the corner, comes off the Braintree man, and Vennings, I don't think we've mentioned, goes back to his goalkeeper, who has to come off his line. She has to come out of his penalty area there to clear. Kitchen. Boateng. The white shirts win it back. Francis Clark to Langston. Langston now back to Francis Clark. Vennings into midfield, and they lose possession. Boateng, Hunt, 4 minutes to go till the break. City 4 up. Williams to King. Back once more to Hunt. Boateng. Johnson. Harrison Mayle. On the penalty spot, he comes to the edge of his area, into his D. Slows the play down. Not much movement in front of him, so he'll keep hold of the ball. No attempt to try and close him down. He gives it to Boateng, who drops deep. Boateng's allowed to turn. Boateng, look, he's been tracked there by the number 5, who was quite at the centre of the defence, to Hiram Boateng. What was all that about?
No idea, and that shows a team that's in a bit of disarray. There's no real pattern to what they're doing. It's very random.
Hunt. All the way back to Mayle, and Hunt gets it back. Johnson to Ollie. Ollie round the corner to King. Look at the space for Hunt here. Nice ball in from King. Hunt can come forward. He's got Pearce outside of him. Tries to feed it through. It's going to fall kindly though to Stones. Sent to the goal. Takes on the shot, and it's over the bar.
It's a good effort. It's a good effort, Josh Stones. Didn't think twice.
Almost 5. 2-0 Kidderminster now against Scarborough Athletic. Some of the crowd are getting up around us here to head to the concessions. I know they're generally pretty long queues down there at half time. Some people are trying to beat the rush, but you're in danger of missing a goal. Going out early here. Goalkeeper gets ready to clear. Interesting to see how much injury time the referee plays. Should be at least 2 minutes for the tactical timeout, and then when the player went down and there's nothing wrong with him, the referee made him go off the pitch for the 30 seconds. Braintree have it at the back. On this left-hand side, they come forward to halfway. Ollie puts Drake under pressure. He goes back to his centre-back partner. Turns away from Stones. Back again once more into his left-hand side. Little nutmeg there on Greg Ollie. Into midfield now. Nice ball down the left-hand side, but it's overhit and it goes into touch. That'll be a throw into York City halfway inside their own half. Williams takes it immediately and gives it to Zach Johnson. City 4, Braintree 0. They're on BBC Radio York. We've gone 15 minutes without a goal, Ian.
Yes, very strange, isn't it? I think the half-time talk will be a tough one for Stuart Maynard. You know, you've got to motivate yourself to go out and do it again for 45 minutes. You know, essentially it's a practice match. Braintree will be happy with this now. Don't let any more in. We'll go away with 4-0. That's the best they're going to get right now.
Mail to Johnson. Johnson on this left-hand side again. The crowd a little bit subdued. Johnson once more to Mail. Again, we're at a walking pace. He's looking for movement in front of him. Who's he going to give this to? Harrison Mail. Left-footed down the centre of the field to Stones, who's been pinned by his man. He was all over him. Should have been a free kick, really. Nothing given by the referee. Well played. Johnson there gets in front of his man. Walker threw himself to ground. Nothing happening there. Williams to Johnson. Johnson gives it back to Mail on the edge of his area. He lays it off to Kitchen. Kitchen to Boateng. Round the corner it goes to Pearce, who's dropped deep, and he sends it long forward. A lofted ball looking for Josh Stones. It's allowed to bounce. Stones will get there before the defender. Holds it up well. Little back heels. He tries to set Ben Brooks through. Intercepted though by the defender. Tackle in midfield, and Babic keeps hold of the ball. Does Hubbard over the top goes. 3 minutes goes up on the board. Well played, referee. You've had a decent game so far. Mail clears the bouncing ball on the volley. Oh, well played, Stones. Gets in front of his man. He didn't see him coming there, Langston. And then the tackle comes in on Brooks on that far side, and it goes into touch for a York City throw-in.
Yeah, Josh Stones doing what he does. Works his socks off for the team. Doesn't give up on anything, does he?
He certainly doesn't. He's had a great first half, despite not being on the score sheet. He deserves a goal today.
He does, just for everything he does. He deserves a goal, not just for today.
Not just for today, yeah, not just for today.
Yeah,
the amount of goals that he gets doesn't actually equate to the amount of work and effort he puts in on a weekly basis. Mail on the left. Send it out to Williams. Boateng. Hunt. Boateng. Kitchen. Can City finish off this first half with a flourish? Back once more it goes to Harrison Mail. Under pressure from Hubbard. Goes long down the centre of the field looking for Stones. Again, he's been held up by his man. Stones, can he get it before him? He can't throw on goal, Stones. Oh, covering defender just got his foot on it. Back to the goalkeeper it goes, and then he tries to close down the goalkeeper. Terry took too long. Hacks it clear straight to Hunt. I thought that was going to be the fifth. Hunt to King now on this near side, and it comes from King. That's a nice cross, headed away by the defender, all the way across the far side of the penalty area. Brooks lays it off back to Kitchen. He'll put it in first time, just dinks it in to the box. Defender again, not great clearance. They've still got it in their penalty area, and they do manage to clear it now. The Braintree. It has to be the worst defensive performance I've seen in a long time from a set of centre-backs in their own box.
Yeah, it's you don't want to be too cruel and use the word clueless, but they look like they don't have a clue. So
you can use clueless.
Yeah. they do. They just I'm not sure. They can't be like this every week. I don't think.
Well, they can't be, otherwise they would be rock bottom by a distance, and they're not.
And credit to City, we've played well. Like I say, I don't know how well. 4-0 up. We've obviously done a lot of good stuff, but
look at Johnson coming forward here. To the left-hand side, gives it to Kitchen. 40 seconds to go until the whistle. City 4, Braintree 0. Kitchen once more. Across this time to Williams on halfway. Infield it goes to Boateng. Can they get one more attack here in these final 30 seconds? Williams to Johnson. Johnson going back to Mel. This is going to finish 4-0 at half time. City just seeing the seconds out. Again, they're not going to close Harrison Mel down here this time. You should go long here. You got 8 seconds. Go long. Give Stones another go against his centre back, which he tries to do. Stones still wanted it. It went to King. King flicks it on to Stones. Stones in the right position, gets past his man. He's taken out. That'll be a free kick to York City to finish the half. We've played the 3 minutes. Is the defender going to get booked? Yes, he is. Good luck to you in the second half. To Emmanuel Omrore, who has struggled throughout. So we've played the 3 minutes. City are going to finish a half with a free kick, level with the edge of the penalty area, about 4 or 5 yards infield from this near side touchline. Can they win the first corner? The first contact and get it towards goal?
Yeah, well, to be honest, just put it near the goalkeeper and you've probably got half a chance. He was not going to be full of confidence right now, the keeper. And City will feel this is an opportunity, because this defence has not defended at all well in the first half.
Right, there's the whistle. King's over it. So too is Brooks, who's going to swing it in left-footed, I think. Raises his right arm. In it comes. Deep one, into the middle. Goalkeeper comes and gathers. Half-time whistle goes. Stones is on the floor looking for a penalty. York City 4, Braintree 0. Stones is having a word with the official here, saying I definitely was pushed and it should be a penalty. He's not happy. Ollie Pearce, 2 more goals to his name. He's 24th and 25th of this National League season. Greg Ollie, Hiram Boateng, who virtually was allowed to walk the ball into the net from the edge of the area. What a first half performance that is from York City here.
Yeah, you got to give kudos to City. Tactically, again, right at it. They started off on the front foot, and to be honest, from that first goal onwards, Braintree just have not looked like any threat at all to York City. And City have been ruthless. They've capitalised on any slight errors from the Braintree defence. They've made them look a little bit, well, very poor, to be honest, in this first half. City can only be happy. 4-0. How many can they get in the second half? I think it's going to be down to what the team and the manager's attitude is towards the second half.
Josh Stones could easily have been given a penalty there. I've just watched it on the stream. He's been manhandled by Langston, who just sort of rugby tackles him over his shoulder onto the floor. Stones does have his shirt as well. At 4-0, it's an easy decision for the referee not to give. If it had been much closer, there would have been huge arguments over that. At the break here at the LNER Community Stadium, it is game over, but stick with us for another 45, because there's going to be more goals aplenty, you would have thought. It's York City 4, Braintree Town 0.
The wait is over.
Welcome to a brand new series of Gladiators!
Enjoy your 5 seconds of fame.
It's all about strong, athletic, feminine women breaking down barriers.
Brand new events that will test your pecs, your power and your pace.
I love it. It's like a boxing match, isn't it? Come on!
Yes, the toughest game show on telly. A brand new series of Gladiators. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
Every game live and getting you closer to your club.
BBC Radio York Sport.
BBC Radio York Sport, Pete Spencer taking you through half-time here. Second half commentary to come on BBC Radio York of York City against Braintree. So far, so good for the Minster men. 4-0 up at the break. A brace for Ollie Pearce. Goals for Greg Ollie and Hiram Boateng. Also half-time at the Exercise Stadium. Harrogate Town against Gillingham. What news, Tim Steer?
Happy birthday. Goalless at the moment, Harrogate Town 0, Gillingham 0, the half-time score in a half which has seen very little action really from either team. Gillingham probably with the better chances though, forcing 3 saves out of the Harrogate Town goalkeeper Henry Gray, who continues to show his worth after being named in the League 2 Team of the Week last week for his performance against Shrewsbury. Free header for Bradley Dack after a cross from the right-hand side, tipped brilliantly over the bar by Gray. He also had another good save down to his left-hand side when Sam Gale had a shot inside the area, right-footed, collapsed his body down low to make the save to his left-hand side. As for Harrogate Town chances, they did have the ball in the back of the net at one point, but disallowed for a foul in the box, which was probably the correct decision from the referee, Zach Kennard-Kettle. But aside from that, there's not really been that much, as Harrogate Town looking for a first goal at home since October, and the home fans have been pretty silent for most of the half because they need something really to give them encouragement that this elusive goal and elusive win is going to come from somewhere. And overall, it's not really been there in that final third. The ball's not been sticking up front with the likes of Emil Aqua and Tom Curzons up front. They've been trying to get the ball out wide, but again, to very little effect really. But the benefit really for Harrogate Town at the moment is that they can go in at the break all level at 0-0, and they have time and ways of trying to shake things up a little bit as they look for this elusive first win in the league since the end of September against Gillingham, of course. Half-time score at the Exercise Stadium, Harrogate Town 0, Gillingham 0.
Thank you, Tim Steer at the Exercise Stadium. Also half-time now at Queensgate Stadium. Scarborough Athletic against Kidderminster Harriers. James Fletcher.
Not good news here at Queensgate. Scarborough Athletic 0, Kidderminster Harriers 2. The Sea Dogs having just one chance in the first half. Lewis Maloney from a free kick, which went straight into the clutches of Christian Dibble. Windy conditions at the start of the match saw the players switch round after the coin toss. Scarborough attacking with the wind on their side. Kidderminster though adapting much better, and from the wide areas they've been able to torment the back five of Scarborough. Josh Fulks from a free kick on halfway, swinging one into the penalty area, but poor defending from those in red shirts, unable to deal with it. It bounced through, and David Davis, the veteran midfielder, former championship man, walked the ball into the back of the net. And then in the 41st minute, Rhys Devine, who's been the most attacking on the left hand side, cut in, delivered a cross, a bit of a ricochet, fell to David Davis, who managed to prod home from 6 yards. Underneath Ryan Whitley, Scarborough have offered nothing else in response, and they've lost Michael Duckworth to an injury after 10 minutes. Lots of work to do, and I imagine it won't be a very happy dressing room for Jonathan Greening as Scarborough Athletic trail by 2-0.
Thank you very much, James Fletcher, there at Queensgate Stadium. We'll run you through the half-time scores shortly. Further down the footballing pyramid in the Northern Counties East League Premier Division, latest score, Tadcaster Albion are 2-1 down away at Albion Sports. Knaresborough Town 2-1 down as well against Goldcar United at home. Goalless between Horbury Town and Pickering Town. In Division 1, Harrogate Railway are 2-1 up away at top of the table Dearne and District, and it's currently goalless as things stand between Goole and Selby Downs. So your opinions and messages are welcome to the programme. You can text us on 81333, start your message with the word York. On WhatsApp we're on 08000 321 333, or you can tweet us at BBC York Sport, and we'll read and react to your comments as we go through the programme as well. Right, we were bringing you up to date with how things were going in the Rugby League. This afternoon, Heworth Amateur Rugby Club have been knocked out of the Challenge Cup by Keighley Cougars. A 66-0 win for the championship side at Elm Park Way against the amateur side. Watching for us was Andy Atkinson, and afterwards he spoke to the newly appointed Heworth head coach, Liam Watling.
Sandy Atkinson from BBC Radio York, kindly been joined by Heworth head coach, or joint head coach, Liam Watling, after today's second round Challenge Cup clash with Keighley Cougars. It finished 66-0 in favour of the championship side, Liam, but your lads put a shift in, didn't they? They put a real effort in.
They did indeed. To come into that cold without any pre-season friendly games or without the first round of the Challenge Cup was always going to be an uphill struggle. However, we're so proud, me and Dan and the support staff are so proud of the lads. They played till the final whistle, and there's some very positive signs there.
Yeah, I mean, they came at you off the back of that breeze behind the backs in the first half. But there were some big shots went in. I'm thinking particularly about Ben Barnard. Stopped one or two of them absolutely in the tracks. And the forwards stood up all day, didn't they?
The forwards were absolutely immense. You know, we cannot take anything away from them. Ben Barnard, he's been missing his rugby league. He obviously had a short cut off to his season last year with a fractured cheekbone, but he's come out today and proved why he can be at that level. And yes, you know, talking about Jack Earl, and I want a massive mention to Johnny Payne, who played about 70 minutes out there today. He was very, very good.
Yeah, he keeps going, does Johnny, and he was another one that put one or two really big whacks in that first half.
Oh, we've been training for it. You know, we train pretty well for an amateur side, you know. We've got a great gym facility. Our S&C coach, Joe Thorpe, is, you know, really putting us under pressure there. So we're not far away from them guys. And in the wrestle room as well, I've got them in the wrestle room 2-3 times a week. And, you know, we really do try to keep up with these championship sides. Just a little bit of fitness today, I think.
Yeah, your best patch of the game, certainly just after half-time, and you had a number of opportunities, hadn't you? Just couldn't get over the try line, particularly on that left edge.
Yeah, I think that comes from first half, though, like ending our sets. The kick into that breeze, you don't realise when you stood there in the stands or, you know, in the dugout, but that breeze was very stiff in the first half, and I think that affected us maybe just getting that extra push or that extra yard where we maybe be able to sneak in for a try.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very young side you've got out today, and this season you've lost some of the players from last season. George Elliott, he's retired. Danny Allen, Liam Jackson. So it is a bit of a rebuilding process for you, isn't it, Liam?
It is definitely, yeah. I mean, we're missing some experienced players through retirement, you know, but that's the circle of life in rugby league, isn't it? You know, we need to find them lads that want to step up. We've got some very good 21, 22, 23-year-olds who are finding their feet and stepping into that, but also we're missing two very, very seasoned semi-pros, Liam Richmond and Adam Dent today, who will probably give us that little bit of bite on the edges. But these young lads take nothing away from them. Some of them are 18. A lot of them are 18, and they stood up and they did us proud.
They did indeed. Looking ahead, that conference season starts in March, and you've got a bit of an appetising opener to the season, haven't you, the local derby?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I think, we'll get more down at both local derbies than we did today, which is fantastic. And I think we showed positive signs, only 6 weeks out from the league starting, I think. And we know what we've got to build on from this game. So all is not lost. And we can also see where we are. And, that is appetising. First game at season, which will be a bell ringer.
Yeah, and just finally, nice crowd down here today at Elm Parkway. Keighley brought a good following with them, didn't it? And it won't have done the coffers any harm.
No, and that's main aim for today. There's two things that we wanted today: is club to have a good day and get a few quid in its back pocket, but also for our lads to get a bit of experience and a bit of fitness in them, and really show what they can do. So I think we've achieved both of them. I don't think we've done any self-disservice. I think we've done really well as a club and as a team on pitch.
Yeah, well, all the best to you and your joint head coach Dan Briggs for the season. I hope it goes really well for you, Liam.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
That's the newly appointed Heworth head coach Liam Watling speaking to our rugby league commentator Andy Atkinson down there at Elm Parkway. A 66-0 win for Keighley Cougars, the championship side, of course, going up against Heworth, who are an amateur club there in the second round of the Challenge Cup. Right, let's bring you up to date with the latest scores as things stand at the moment in the Premier League. West Ham United 3, Sunderland 1 was the early kickoff in the Premier League. Burnley 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Fulham 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Manchester City 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, and the late kickoff is between AFC Bournemouth and Liverpool at 5:30. In the Championship, 2 early kickoffs: Middlesbrough 4, Preston North End 0, Millwall 4, Charlton Athletic 0, Birmingham City 1, Stoke City 0 is a half-time score, Blackburn 1, Watford 1 at the break, Bristol City 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Hull City 2, Swansea City 0, Leicester City 0, Oxford United 1, QPR 1, Wrexham 0, and Sheffield United 2, Ipswich 0. In the Women's Super League, Chelsea 0, Arsenal 2. 3 early kickoffs for you in League 1 finished: Cardiff City 1, Stockport County 1, Huddersfield Town 1, Bradford City 0, Plymouth Argyle 1, Luton Town 0, Blackpool 1, Northampton Town 0 is a half-time score, Bolton Wanderers 0, Leyton Orient 0, Doncaster 2, Wigan 0, Port Vale 0, Exeter City 1, Reading 1, Barnsley 1, Rotherham 0, AFC Wimbledon 0, Stevenage 0, Mansfield Town 0, Wickham 0, Peterborough United 1. I believe they are ready to get back underway at Harrogate, so we will split off Harrogate. We will not split off York City and Scarborough for the meantime. So if you want to listen to second half commentary of Harrogate Town against Gillingham in League 2, then you can join Tim Steer on DAB Digital Radio now. Elsewhere, we will continue to round you through the rest of the scores until York City and Scarborough Athletic are ready to get back underway in their respective games. So in League 2 at the moment, the scores are as follows. 2 games in the early kickoffs finished: Barnet 3, Oldham 2, Notts County 1, Crewe Alexandra 0, Barrow 0, Crawley 0, Bromley 0, Swindon Town 1, Cambridge United 0, Tranmere Rovers 1, Cheltenham 0, Grimsby Town 1, Colchester United 2, Fleetwood 0. Fleetwood are, of course, Harrogate Town's opponents on Tuesday night. Harrogate 0, Gillingham 0, as we have been reporting. MK Dons 3, Shrewsbury Town 0, Newport County 0, Chesterfield 0, Salford City 1, Bristol City 0, Walsall 0, Accrington Stanley 0. Let's see if I can run you quickly through the National League fixtures, or certainly the important ones as things stand. Altrincham 1, Borehamwood 0, Boston 1, Southend 1, Brackley 0, Hartlepool United 0, Eastleigh 1, Halifax Town 2, Morecambe 0, Solihull Moors 1, Rochdale 2, Truro City 0, Tamworth 0, Sutton United 0, and York City 4, Braintree Town 0. I believe the players are now making their way back out at the LNER Community Stadium. Just York City 4 now, so we will be across there very shortly. Probably just time to run you very quickly through the halftime scores in the National League North here as things stand of the games that are taking place. AFC Telford 2, Kings Lynn 0, Alfreton 0, Bedford Town 0, Chorley 1, Darlington 2. The game between Hereford and Spennymoor has been postponed. Leamington 1, Curzon Ashton 0, Marine 0, South Shields 1, Oxford City 0, AFC Fylde 0, Peterborough Sports 1, Chester 0, Radcliffe 1, Buxton 1, Scarborough Athletic 0, Kidderminster 2, as we've been telling you about online via the BBC Sport website and app, and Southport 0, Merthyr Town 0, and Worksop 1, Macclesfield 2. So now you are up to date with the scores around the leads. Just to update you on one score that we only had the latest score for earlier, it is now Knaresborough Town 3, Goldcar United 1 here on BBC Radio York. We will be shortly across to the LNAR Community Stadium for second half commentary of that game. 4-0 up at the moment are York City against Braintree Town. Bit of tennis for you at the Australian Open in Melbourne. The 10-time champion Novak Djokovic is through to the fourth round. He's won in straight sets 6-3, 6-4, 7-6, and he has been speaking to the BBC. We'll bring you some of that interview if we can with Novak Djokovic speaking to Jim Courier. I'm just waiting for the nod that York City are ready to go, and then we will be across to split our frequencies. I think we are now ready to split both of our frequencies for York City and for Scarborough Athletic. So we will split our frequencies. If you want to listen to York City against Braintree Town, that game is available for you on FM and on BBC Sound. Scarborough Athletic is available via the BBC Sport website and app. So that's your choice of listening. It's Make Your Mind Up time.
Getting you closer to your club and every game live.
BBC Radio York Sport.
Thank you, Pete. Welcome back to the Community Stadium. York City 4-0 up and making a change at the break, but possibly not the change many people thought. Ryan Fallowfield is going to come on for the second 45. I can see Zach Johnson, I can see Morgan Williams, so it's going to be Mark Kitchen that is going to be going off today. This is just to look after Mark Kitchen. I've spoken to Stuart Maynard a couple of times about the lack of cover really and his minutes. He's played, I think, virtually every minute of every game as Mark Kitchen this season, so I don't think he's injured. I imagine this is just something to protect Mark Kitchen. And Ryan Fallowfield to play on the left-hand side of the back three, as he did when he came on at Carlisle. So City will have start the second half with Mayle, Fallowfield, Johnson, Williams, Brooks, Boateng, Hunt, King, Pearce, Gray and Stones. Don't expect Ollie Pearce and Josh Stones to stay on maybe much longer than the next 15-20 minutes. Obviously both will want to stay on, but again, I think they're two vitally important players for York City and players that you can see Stuart Maynard making a change with sooner or later. For the away team, Terry's in goal. Let's have a look at their lineup as a back four again now. Drake, Francis Clark, Umroy and Langston, Vennings, Elliott, Pennington, Hubbard, Babbage and Walker. Braintree have been a shambles, especially defensively in that first half. York City have been excellent without really having to get out of second gear, Ian Dunn.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you. It's been very straightforward, helped by Braintree, but yeah, you can't take away from York City. They have gone at them when needed to, and it just seems to have been too easy. But no game's easy. City have made this look easy.
Well, they're standing up again at the start of the second half as Brooks tries to play it down the line, looking for Pearce. Langston comes across, tries to clear, can't clear. It's blocked. Aidan Clark at the back. City going to win it back. It's outside the penalty area. Now the white shirts can pick it up. Hubbard, his touch gets away from him. Hunt should win that tackle, and he does. Gives it to Bud. Oh, look at the space for Pearce on this left-hand side. Only got Stones in the middle, and it comes now. It's a deep one. Coming around the back is King. King thinks about having the volley, and he does. Blasts it against the back of the defender. And now Braintree will come forward. Bit greedy there from Jeff King. That's a tightish angle for him to try and get that back on goal, but he thought I'd give it a go at 4-0.
Doesn't surprise me though. He likes to have a shot, Jeff King, doesn't he?
They've given away possession here. Ollie picks it up now for City. That's a poor ball from Ollie. Tries to set Stones away. Stones gets there first before the defender, does really well, and then gets on his bike to pick it up by the corner flag. Brilliant again from Josh Stones.
Yeah, outstanding forward play from Josh Stones.
Holds it up, plays it down the line to King. He now needs to get back in the centre. He's having a little wander over there. He does look tired, Josh Stones.
Well, yeah, I mean, he has put in some shifts in recent weeks.
Johnson, Fallowfield gets his first touch back to Boateng. It's 90 seconds gone in the second half. City 4, Braintree Town 0. Can they keep going? Can they get the 7 or 8 goals that Stuart Maynard thinks his side can get one afternoon this season? Terrible start to the second half for Harrogate Town. They trail, I think that's just 1-0 at home to Gillingham. Yeah, 1-0 to Gillingham. Signed from Kent, another bad afternoon from Simon Weaver's side so far, was somehow still clinging on to realistic hope, and they really have realistic hope. Interesting signing with Aidan Marsh, and saw the reaction from York City supporters when that was announced yesterday. After I was a little bit surprised by that signing too. Not sure if he's playing it today. Oh, Mayle's just picked out Pearce here, along the ground, no one marking him. Up to halfway, over halfway goes Pearce. Pearce runs forward towards the edge of the area, goes back to Brooks. Brooks then gives it to Fallowfield. He'll be wanting to make an impression here around Fallowfield. Boateng, Hunt in the centre circle under pressure from Hubbard. Gives it back to Johnson. And he's on the bench, I'm hearing.
You feel like this could be the chance for Ryan Fallowfield to say, hey, you don't need a left-sided centre-half. I can fill that role when needed. Because it is just a role, it's cover for Kitchen, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and if Fallowfield can do it, it means the club don't need to go and get another centre-back. If we've got a player already adept at doing that position.
Last thing, it is only cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kitchen stays fit, he will play virtually every game. Oh, look at Pearce, the space that he's dropped into a little pocket. Now he comes forward, lays it off through to Stones. Is the flag going to go? But it's left for Ollie. Ollie gets round the goalkeeper. 5-0! Brilliant for Ollie!
And
Stones was offside. Stones knew he was offside. Oh, now they've disallowed it. The referee has decided to disallow it for offside because he's saying Stones was in the way. City don't like the decision. I sort of agree with that from the referee.
Stones dummy the ball? Did Stones dummy it? Because if he did, and I thought, yeah, that's genius, that's clever, but if you're in an offside position, you just got to get out of the way of the ball. They've construed this as he was impeding the play, wasn't he? Yeah, or distracting the keeper.
Well, they disallowed it. It was
a lovely
brilliant
goal.
It was a lovely goal. They live to fight another day. We'll have to wait for the 5th goal, will York City. On that far side of the field.
Again, Pearce had
ball
acres
down the line.
in the middle of the park.
He did. Walker by the corner flag tries to keep it in field. So Stones does run off side, and then he does sort of hint and hang around right the ball as it's running through. Ollie comes in from wide right, goes round the goalkeeper again, who don't cover himself in glory, doesn't even try and save it.
That's kind of a harsh one, that.
You can understand that though,
You can understand it. Stones, I don't think he could have done anything else, really, other than make it really obvious he was getting out of the way.
Yeah, he sort of loitered right by the ball, didn't he? Waited it.
Yeah, he's done enough. He's done enough for the linesman to have a decision to make. And at 4-0,
it's good thinking by Stones. He knew he was offside.
Yeah. Quick thinking.
Johnson to Pearce. So it remains 4-0. Pearce goes back to Mayle. Mayle at the back. No one's closing him down. He brings it 15 yards outside his penalty area, just right of centre, and then goes long down the centre of the field looking for Stones. Stones brings it down in his chest, does brilliantly with the defender all the way over the back of him. Should be a free kick to York City. Nothing given by the referee. Clipped forward by Johnson into touch. Throw in at the back for Braintree Town. Langston in his penalty box. Sends it forward. Fallowfield wins that in the air. Brooks infield to Hunt. Back to Boateng. Do you think he will have challenged his team to keep going forward? See how many you can get today at half-time, Stuart Maynard. He sent them out early as well. They're out a good 3 or 4 minutes before Braintree Town.
Yeah, and that tells you. You know, Stuart Maynard's attitude won't change from game to game. He wants the most from his players every game. So they're not going to lay off. He will not want them to lay off. And if they don't, they'll get more goals.
I don't think the atmosphere will be doing much for Simon Weaver, who's having to sit in the stands at the exercise stadium today. He's serving a 1-game touchline ban after being sent off last week. Gillingham have got a second at the start of that second half. So Harrogate Town 0, Gillingham 2 it is. Free kick to York at the back. Boateng. That's that question about whether City scored 5 in the first half. I'm not sure they have. No one's come back to me with an answer. That record will have to be beaten another day. Ball forward looking for Stones. Again, Stones having his shirt pulled. Nothing given. Then he wins a tackle again. Does Stones. Does brilliantly. And it goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, he's just got the bit between his teeth as a player at York City, Josh Stones. And the fans love him.
Of course. You asked the question in the first half about father and sons playing for York City. There have been a number of them, actually. The Davis family, remember both of them playing?
You do.
Steve and Joe.
Steve Davis. Centre half.
Yeah, good centre half as well.
Burnley? Is that the
yes,
same one?
Yeah. Bobby and Josh Mims.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Andy and Dan Pybus. Long ball forward from Harrison Mail, who slips as he kicks that. Across the far side, picked up by Ollie. Ollie can't find Stones. He's beaten to it in the tackle as well. The away team in their white shirts play it back to Langston. Langston across the far side. Neville and Steve Tuttle. Is Steve Tuttle's dad play for York City?
I'm genuinely not sure about that one.
Well, that's what I've been sent here. You never doubt Chris Forth at York City Sound.
No. Good friends with Tut, he's never mentioned that one.
Goes back to Harrison Mail. Does Tut know?
Probably not.
Hunt sends it forward to Ollie. The space for Greg Ollie to run forward into the inside right, up towards the edge of the box. Lays it off down the line to King. Again, it's really sloppy from Greg Ollie.
Yeah.
3 or 4 times this afternoon. Just so sloppy with his passing at times.
Yeah, you kind of expect more.
They have it at the back, and it goes back to the goalkeeper. Terry's under pressure from Pearce. He does well this time, sends it out to the right hand side. Again, Stone straight across there to block the clearance. Into touch it goes for a throw in. And there are others as well. I'm not going to go through the whole list.
That's what you're saying, there's too many.
There's a few. So throw in for Braintree deep inside their own half, far side of the field. Ball downfield, and City win it back in the centre circle with Johnson, who goes back to Mail. City get ready for the changes. They've had their opportunity, I think, here. Josh Stones, probably Ollie Pearce, or will it be Greg Ollie? Because it's Newby and Banks that are about to come on. Pearce gets the ball in midfield again and turns. Gives it to Williams. Now Boateng. Boateng back to Williams. Williams back to his goalkeeper, Harrison Mail. Down the right hand side it goes, but that's a sloppy pass out of defence by Johnson, I think it was. And it goes into touch for a throw in that Braintree takes straight away, so that City can't make the double change. At least they can't do yet. They have it at the back. Langston to this left hand side to Francis Clark. He tries to hold off Brooks. Francis Clark tries to get past Brooks, and Brooks plays it off him for a York City throw in. Now the changes will be made. The first change is Josh Stones. So Newby will come on for Stones. Standing ovation again for Josh Stones.
He's earned his rest.
I think it's going to be Ollie Pearce. He's not happy. Ollie Pearce, look at him. The referee's telling him it's going to be you, I think. No, it's not, is it? The referee's saying, no, you can stay on that. So I think the referee thinks it's Ollie Pearce. And Ollie Pearce, the look of disappointment on his face, but I think the referee's got it wrong, actually.
Yeah, Josh Stones is fast becoming a fan favourite here. He really is.
It's Ben Brooks.
That makes sense. He's on a yellow. Alex Newby, no lesser a player. And you'd imagine not much will change.
So Pearce goes through the front, up front. Banks is actually going to play on this left-hand side.
I'll be happier this week, Josh Stones, I'm sure, even though just missing that goal.
So Pearce goes where Stones was playing, Banks goes where Pearce was playing, and it's a straight swap. Newby for Brooks. Sent forward by York City, intercepted at the back by Langston. He finds Pennington. He'll try and go forward. Tackle comes in brilliantly from Ryan Fallowfield, who keeps hold of the ball while he's on the floor, turns and lays it off into the centre, gets a round of applause off his manager Stuart Maynard. In the right back position, Jeff King.
It's not bad to be able to bring on likes of Alex Newby and Ollie Banks, is it, to freshen the team up after 55 minutes.
Boateng in the centre of park. The two Braintree players just left it for each other there. And City feed it all the way back to Harrison Mail.
I mean, they're going to be over the moon if they send 4-0, aren't they?
Oh, completely.
It's been that bad for them.
28th minute, the fourth goal went in. Banks, Hunt round the corner once more to Banks. He could have a field day here as well.
Yeah.
Has his head screwed on properly here today, Ollie Banks. Fallowfield. Hunt. to Banks. He'll come in field. Time to pick out a pass. No one tries to close him down and pick out a pass. He certainly does. Jeff King, edge of the penalty area, right hand side. He puts across the middle. Pearce gets above his man. In front again of Langston, but he couldn't keep this one down. That was a chance for Ollie Pearce. Over the bar it goes.
If that goes in, that's one of the goals of the season. Banks' ping out to Jeff King, lovely touch, and then the cross was perfect from King, and Ollie Pearce probably just got under it a little bit. Try to get too much power on the finish, and just got the ball over, knocked the ball over the bar.
The away team are getting ready to make a change here. How many are they going to make? 1, 2, 3. See, Kindy is stripped. He'll be one of them.
Is that J. Emmanuel Thomas that was at Arsenal as a kid?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Just come out of prison.
Yeah.
Well, it did in the summer. I'll come on to that in a second if he comes on. They come forward down this near side. Tackle comes in. Che Cooper, who was one of the changes for this game, he's also one of those men that's about to come on. Is it quadruple change? They've not got the name on one of the shirts. That's the new lad, I think, who just arrived today, Xavier Messiah Edwards. They have it in the York City box to Braintree. Try and get a shot away. It's blocked, and City will come forward with the ball. It is going to be 4 changes here for the away team. Langston sends it forward. Picked up by Hubbard, takes on the shot. Oh, that's high, that's wide. It's very handsome for York City, but not great for those Braintree fans behind the goal.
Is that a Gladiator coming on?
He's huge.
It's called Jet.
Absolutely huge.
Back of his shirt is Jet.
And that's J. Emmanuel Thomas.
Yep. Here's
the change is J. Emmanuel Thomas. 30. Sort of like he's 35. John Akindi's 36. I say J. Emmanuel Thomas only came out of prison last summer. He was convicted of smuggling drugs. He served 10 months of a 4-year prison sentence as Ollie Pearce tries to get through into the penalty area in front of the York City supporters, but he's going to be ushered out of it. Still managed to block the clearance. They will eventually get it clear. Will Braintree. Yeah, he just has Jet on the back of his shirt. But yeah, what a unit he is. Here we go, 4 changes. Good luck, 4th official. So the first change is Lewis Walker. Coming off for Xavier Messiah Edwards. He's signed on loan from Watford, or at least it was only announced today. He had a month at Eastleigh earlier on this season. He's managed to do that one. The man with no name on his shirt. In fact, he's got someone else's shirt on. He's had the tape covering up the name. Elliot Thorpe is the next man to come off. And it is J. Emmanuel Thomas that comes on for him. So that's a striker for a midfielder. Who's this now? That's Hubbard, I think, who's coming off. Fletcher Hubbard comes off for John Akindi. And the final change sees James Vennings come off for Che Cooper.
Seems to take forever. Substitution.
In partnership with the British Hotel and Spa Weatherby, quadruple substitution for Braintree Town. 24, Xavier Messiah Edwards replacing.
Ball forward to Ollie, just drops off, picks it up, tries to lay it through. Pearce is offside, centre goal. He scores! Flag stays down! 5-0, and there he has it! Ollie Pearce, yet another hat trick. He is on absolute fire. That was so easy. Straight from the kick-off. Braintree caught napping. One of their players has his shirt over his head. He doesn't want to see what's going on out there. They have been absolutely blown away. 61 minutes gone. York City 5, Braintree Town 0. Ollie Pearce with another hat trick.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's just a phenomenon, Ollie Pearce, isn't he? And Greg Ollie, big kudos to him for that ball through. He saw the run of Pearce. I thought he was offside, I've got to be honest. Initially, I'd like to see it again, but the linesman's in a good position. He hasn't given it, and it's a great finish. A great finish from Ollie Pearce.
Straight for the throw in. No one picks up both tanks. It's an easy throw to him. He lays it off back to Hunt. Hunt sends it forward through the centre of the defence. Picked up by Ollie. He plays it. He is onside. And Pearce calmly slips it past the goalkeeper, past his left-hand side. Again, the goalkeeper was a little bit slow coming out. Couldn't get to Ollie Pearce. And all he had to do was calmly slip it past his left hand.
Yeah, absolute. He's a striker in absolute red-hot form, Ollie Pearce. This team is in red-hot form. They've dismantled Braintree this afternoon.
You could see why he looked so disappointed when he thought he was coming off Ollie Pearce a couple of minutes ago. Come on, City, keep going here. Go for the throat, go for the jugular. How many can you get?
Yeah, it's there for them. This is there for their heads will have gone here.
Newby comes in field off this left-hand side, dinks it into the ball. That's into the box, so that's completely overhit from Alex Newby. He goes behind for a goal kick. So City 5, Braintree 0. We've already mentioned City scored 6 against Braintree in their previous time down in the National League. So I imagine that would have been in 2011-12, I think that was, or maybe 2010-11. I think it was 2011-12. They got 6 against Braintree at Bootham Crescent. Can they equal or match the 6 today? Can't see them conceding 2 like they did that day. Goalkeeper clears. Johnson wins the header without even having to jump there above Emmanuel Thomas. Sent forward, almost sets Pearce through. Francis Clark was able to intercept. Now they do get it forward. I can't imagine they're going to have much legs up front. They've got a bit of strength and physicality, those two.
Yeah, but there's what are they
36 and 35. Just
wow.
Look at them. They're absolutely huge. Emmanuel Thomas just looks as though he spent the last 4 or 5 years in the gym rather than playing football.
Well, to be honest, he probably has. He's a big unit. Would not like to cross him.
Huge. I don't think I've ever seen a footballer as big as him.
Heavyweight. He's like a heavyweight boxer.
He is. City have it at the back. Johnson.
And Akinde's big. He makes Akinde look small.
Yep. He certainly does. He caused Callum Howe all sorts of problems, I thought, down at Braintree in the first 40 odd minutes. Ball all the way downfield. It's overhit, and Terry has to come out of his box this time to clear before Pearce would have rounded him on the edge of the D. Braintree have it on the left hand side. Forward looking for Akinde. Doesn't find him. Boateng wins the throw. In fact, no, Boateng's put that into touch, and it'll be a Braintree Town throw in, level with the edge of the York City penalty area, and they're not bothered about having a long throw into the box. They've taken it short. Into the centre of the field it comes. Edge of the area. Emmanuel Thomas, or Jet as it says on the back of his shirt. Dan Batty ready to come on for York City. The white shirts have it again with Emmanuel Thomas over there.
Yeah, I seem to remember him as a youngster, he was a fast player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's not going to be fast
He's
now.
put a cross into the box. It's a decent cross, intercepted at the near post by Williams, and then kept in play on the far side of the field by York City. And Hunt has it at the back, and he'll spread it out. Well, was that a bit sloppy? Newby just about keeps it in play. Does well, Alex Newby. Has to go back to his corner flag to keep that under control. And City knocking it around calmly on the edge of their own penalty area here. Banks. That's a sloppy ball though from him. Into touch it goes on halfway. Dan Batty can now come on. In fact, Batty and Gray about to come on. So it'll be a double change. That means Callum Howe will get the afternoon off. And so too, of course, as you would expect, will George Sykes-Kenworthy.
Didn't realise he played for Totton as well. This Totton team seems to have a...
That's where
Tyler Cordner
is, yeah. Another throw into Braintree on the far side. 5-0, 20 minutes gone in the second half. Pearce still closing everything down. Will Batty come on for Pearce, or will it be a swap in the centre of midfield, do you think?
You just know that Ollie Pearce, especially as captain today, will not want to come off, but it's the wise thing to do.
Yeah.
He's done his damage, he's got his goals.
Gray will come on for him probably, won't he? It'll be interesting to see who does play up front. Edge of the area. Akinde, tackle comes under him, goes into touch again, far side of the field. Here we go, here come the changes. It is Pearce, so it's Gray for Pearce. Here he goes and hands the captain's armband. So is it going to go to Alex Hunt? Or is it going to Ryan Fallowfield? It goes to Ryan Fallowfield as the captain's armband. And Dan Batty will come on for Hiram Boateng.
Yeah, absolute fan favourite there, Ollie Pearce, and his partnership with Josh Stones flourishing and destroying teams, and he deserves every one of these claps he's getting as he walks off the pitch with a big smile on his face.
Who do you reckon man of the match will be? Harrison Mail.
Yeah.
Clean sheet.
Yeah, Ollie will, I'm almost certain, have another little bottle of vodka there.
So there we go, the 2 changes have been made. Should be loads of injury time this this second half. Langston's given up on taking the long throws. They've got someone else to take one now. It's a Kindy. No, it's Jet over that far side. Flicked on, edge of the penalty area, a little back heel. Still haven't cleared it. This good save, Harrison Mail. What a save that is from Harrison Mail. A little cheeky back heel from the defender who tried on 2 occasions there. Couldn't get it out of his feet. Rory did manage to eventually, and Harrison Mail, right by the foot of his near post, puts it behind for a corner kick. Braintree's first corner kick of the game.
Yeah, Harrison Mail, when called upon, he's there. Another line of defence. Great
corner
save.
From that far side. Everyone in the 6-yard box doesn't beat the first man. Banks is able to head clear. Picked up by Che Cooper. Hey! It just flew off his foot straight into touch. No one in here, anyone. City have at the back with Batty. Batty to King. King dinks it into the centre circle to Ollie, who's got space, brings it down perfectly and sends it out first time to Fallowfield. He almost falls on the ball but still manages to get there and give it to Newby. He continues his run forward. He wants the return ball. Newby will take on his man, goes down the wing, gets past his man to the byline, tries to pull it back. York City corner kick. First of the second half, third of the game.
Yeah, well done Alex Newby. Direct running down that left hand side. Wins the corner, taken quickly.
Newby takes it quickly and short to Hunt. Hunt round the corner, no one's on King in the penalty area. King is allowed to turn at the edge of the box. They've got everyone back behind it, gives it to Batty. Batty in a shooting position, can he get it? Well, he couldn't get it out of his feet. And then he throws himself to the ground, Dan Batty. There was a split second there where he was thrown goal and could have had a shot, looking for that elusive first goal in many, many moons.
Had a wry smile on his face, Dan Batty, when he was getting up there. That was a chance, half a chance.
Newby, back to Banks. Newby again sloppy there with Banks. And the away team come forward. Throw in on this near side, on halfway for the visitors. Pinnington. Emmanuel Thomas, back to Pinnington. Tackle's going to come in under him, and it does. Batty goes back to his goalkeeper from a tight position on this near side touchline. Harrison Mail comes to the edge of his area and gives it to Zach Johnson. To Ollie, who has time to turn. Gives it to King. King to Hunt. Ollie round the corner, round the back. He's onside as well. He's got a man in the middle. Gray. First time to Gray, who's through on goal. Gray, one-on-one with the keeper. Goalkeeper does well this time, just smothers it as Gray tried to dink it over him.
He tried it. He tried the right thing there, actually, Joe Gray. He knew the keeper was rushing out at him. All he could do was dink it. Good save by the keeper, let's be fair.
Yeah, it was. No, very good that time. Picked up by King again on the right-hand side. In the middle to Banks. Banks is going to win the loose ball. To Batty now. So yeah, Gray's playing as the number 9 here, as the striker. Newby comes in off the left-hand side. Can give it to Hunt, which he does. 5-0 City with 20 minutes plus injury time left. King 30 yards from goal. Back to Newby. Back to King, just right of centre. Hunt. He'll send it across now to Batty. Again, he's told to shoot as Dan Batty. To the left-hand side to Banks. Banks will put a cross in. Doesn't beat Langston, who heads clear. Banks doing his best, though, to get back here on Aidan Clark. And he's going to clear now. Pinnington is over the top. Johnson gets there before Akindi, then Akindi clips Johnson's heels. And that's a free kick to York City at the back. 5-0 it remains. At BBC York Sport, 81333 on the text. Start your message with the word York. 08000 321 333. On WhatsApp, again, start your message with the word York. You can send a voice note on there as well if you want to and you know how.
So how many hat-tricks has Ollie Pearce got?
Is that his second this season? He had 2 last season as well, I think, off the top of my head. If I've got that wrong, someone will let me know. Cross it goes to Harrison Mail. From the free kick, Mail, edge of his area. There's it off to Williams. Williams down the inside right, looking for Gray. Defender gets there first. Gray puts pressure on him, though, on Aidan Francis Clark. Every time he gets the ball now, deep inside his own half, he's been encouraged to shoot. Yeah, second hat-trick this season. His first one this season was against Truro.
Just phenomenal. I mean, his goal ratio is just outstanding.
Batty with a long diagonal ball to King. He is just offside. On that right-hand side, flag went up immediately. So free kick to the away team. They are now taking their time over this free kick because
they know they just want to avoid 6 and 7, don't they?
Yeah. So Francis Clark, former Luton Town Academy man. There's a few actually have played here. Pennington on this near side as well as been on Luton's books. It gives away possession from the free kick to Hunt. Hunt's got Newby outside of him. Hunt still runs forward to the edge of the area. Still got it as Hunt. He's still got it into the box. Dinks it in now. Looking for Gray. Gray, good save again by the goalkeeper. Forced to Newby. Brings it under control. Left foot. Should score. Cleared off the line. He beat the goalkeeper. Brilliant defending, you have to say, in the end from Langston, who got himself back on the line alongside another defender. The goalkeeper slipped and City just couldn't force it past them.
Yeah, they did everything they could to score there, City. Just unlucky. I think Braintree had a little bit
Steve Pitt's down on his haunches watching from that technical area. He must just be desperate for this final whistle to go.
Yeah.
But it's not going to go for quite a while yet. Langston heads clear. Into midfield. Hunt. Ollie. Just playing with Braintree here. Batty once more. Hunt. Batty again. Batty. Even shouting shoot from behind me now. To King on the right hand side. He's got 4 men in the box here, Jeff King, if he can pick one out. In it comes now, into the middle, headed away again by Langston. Hacked clear at the edge of the area. It's going to be picked up by Dan Batty on halfway. He'll be here to hear this ringing out around him every time he gets anywhere near. Batty, he won't shoot. That's a lovely ball across to King on the right hand side of the penalty area. King will run at his man, gets past his man, into the box looking for Ollie. Little nick on that from the defender and it goes through to the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
who
again,
picks up.
Again with City, it looks like every time they attack, they're gonna cause damage to this Braintree defence.
Out they try and play it on this right hand side. I'll bring you some more latest scores in the National League in a second. That's an aimless, hopeless ball forward. Right, latest scores in the National League. Altrincham 3, Bournemouth 0. Bournemouth dropping off the pace this week. Boston 3, Southend 2. Eastleigh 1, Halifax 3. Morecambe 0, Solihull 2. Rochdale 2, Truro 0. Tamworth 0, Sutton 1 are all latest scores in the National League. Pennington on this near side. Goes back to Langston. He gives it to Omrore. Round the corner from him to Emmanuel Thomas. He sends it across to the left-hand side. It's a nice ball from him as well to set the fullback who's pushed forward going, and he gets into the York City penalty area. He gets past his man, takes on the shot, and it's blocked by a good block. That is Morgan Williams, and deflects high over the bar for a corner kick to Braintree. It was a nice move.
It was a good move. Emmanuel Thomas with a quality ball out to the left wing. A little bit of a nosebleed for the left back, getting far forward. They've won a corner though.
Far side of the ground then. In it comes now. Free header. No one's marking. Who's that? I think the defender again, isn't it? Who nearly scored a few minutes ago with the back heel.
I think Brooks could be coming on here, David.
Yeah, what's he doing? He's now taking his top off as if he's about to come back on. He's Brent Brooks. Thinks, I've got a second opportunity.
Bring me back on, yeah.
City playing it out from the back. Mail then goes long, downfield, looking for Gray. Francis Clark puts that into touch. Free York City throw-in.
Lots of funny headers today from Braintree. In one match, lots of balls just bouncing off the head at funny angles. Need some heading practice.
City have it in midfield. Tried to thread it through to Banks. Just couldn't get on the end of it. Well intercepted by Williams though as they try and come forward, the away team. Down the right hand side. Hospital ball really for King. He got there before his man. That should have been York City throw-in. Not given. And he's mouthing off a little bit here, is Jeff King at the official on that near side. I'm not sure how he missed that. That looked like a throw into York City, but they haven't been given the decision. It's a throw into the away team. 13 minutes plus lots of injury time to go. City 5, Braintree 0. Down the line it goes. Emmanuel Thomas is allowed to control and turn, but he can't beat two York City players, but it falls then nicely to a teammate. They've got man over on this near side. If they can thread it through, and they do manage to thread it through, around the rack on this near side for Braintree, but the pullback is easily intercepted by Fallowfield, and he will give it to Hunt in the centre. Hunt to the far side it goes.
Now space over here. Oh my word, if they see it.
Batty. They haven't spotted Newby yet on this near side. Ollie goes back to Williams. It is a little bit walking pace now. Batty back once more to Williams. Poor afternoon for Harrogate Town and Scarborough Athletic so far, but an absolutely brilliant afternoon for York City. Here on BBC Radio York. Harrogate Town, if you want the final few minutes of that game, there's probably more on that than there is on this. It's on DAB. The link to Scarborough Athletics game can be found on our X feed at BBC York Sport. Banks, Batty, Williams. Into midfield to Banks, who can turn, now sets up an attack. Gets past the first man, touch almost lets him down, but he still keeps hold of the ball here, does Ollie Banks. Now comes forward down the inside left, then tries cutting past the opposition player. It's tackled. Batty picks it up and gives it to Newby. Banks goes into the centre. He wants a cross. Doesn't come. Hunt, Newby. The Olays are starting now from the south hand. Round the corner it goes to King. Nice little back heel into the centre. Ollie takes on the shot and it's wide of the post.
What a lovely little deft flick by Ollie Banks there, and Ollie Newby. Greg Ollie can't have been far away from scoring there.
Lovely move if that one goes in.
Yeah.
There's the attendance goalkeeper's taking his time as well. 6-4, 7-7.
Which includes a total of 64 away support.
64 have travelled up from Essex. As I mentioned earlier, they were nearly all in from about 10 to 2.
I bet they're all gone by 10 past 5. 10 to 5 maybe. Yeah, they've it's been a chasing afternoon for them, unfortunately. But hopefully they'll have enjoyed their visit to York, other than from 3 p.m. onwards.
3-0 now to Gillingham. Oh dearie me for Harrogate Town. Goes from bad to worse for Simon Weaver's side. Batty. Bottom of the league I'm hearing, I think that was. Harrogate Town's Banks is being fouled, so the referee blows at the ball on the edge of the York City penalty area. Batty takes it quickly to Williams. 10 minutes plus injury time to go. Come on City, let's have a sixth here. Back it goes to Mail. Mail's put under pressure by Kindi. It was enough to make Harrison Mail put that into touch directly on halfway in front of the West Stand. Braintree take the throw in. Francis Clark at the back, and he gives it back to his goalkeeper Terry, who's made a couple of good saves in this second half. Into midfield it goes to Babbage. Babbage again goes back to his goalkeeper. He lays it off to Langston, who's also made a good block on the line, stopped York City getting a sixth goal. Well played. Fallowfield just got in front of Emmanuel Thomas to brush him off.
There, wasn't it?
It was, but he brushed him off well there to Ryan Fallowfield.
Yeah.
Ollie can turn in the centre circle and send it out to the right hand side to Jeff King. Banks on his haunches there for some reason, as if he's knackered. He shouldn't be. And it comes to the box and it's headed over the bar by Langston for another York City corner kick.
Yeah, lovely ball in again. I think it's Jeff King sweeping one in from the right hand side.
I just think at the minute they offer so much more from wing back positions to Brooks and King.
Well, the quality of delivery is really high, really high.
It's a corner then from this near side. King's come across, has he, to take this corner? He has.
Yeah.
Raises both arms. And it comes now. It's a deeper one. One in the air by Williams. And all he can do is nod it down, and the goalkeeper's able to come and gather. He bowls it out to Langston. Cooper goes back towards his penalty area across the field and plays it off into Emmanuel Thomas in midfield, and he tries to send it forward, looking for the winger on this near side, but Alex Hunt this time, who gets back in, does really well. Johnson turns his man the edge of the area, gives it to Batty, and he'll ping it out to the left-hand side to King, try and set up another attack. So they've got 4 men forward here of Braintree. Can City try and cut through them? Slowed down temporarily as it's given to Gray, and he gives it back now to King on that far side. He's got Newby all across this side. He could give it back to King if he wants to Gray. King keeps hold of it though and gives it to Banks. Thinks about the first time shot, and he does the curling shot from 25 yards. Never got on top of it. It's high and into the stand behind the goal.
No, worth an effort though for Ollie Banks, especially a player of his ability. You can see them flying into the top corner of the net on another occasion. A good player from City. Braintree can't get near us, David. I mean, literally, they're yards off the pace now. They've, I can say they're giving in, but City just too dominant, too much.
They're easily the poorest side we've seen so far this season, aren't they?
Yeah. They're poor and they look beat. They've looked beat since the 28th minute, to be fair, but...
Left back position. Let's end it forward. Intercepted by City, given away by Braintree. Williams has it once more. 7 minutes now to go, plus a lot of injury time. Cross it comes now to Fallowfield. Johnson to Williams. Batty. He can spread it to this near side. That's a lovely ball from Dan Batty to Newby. Newby, great first touch. Comes infield up towards the edge of the area. Trying to lay it through to Banks. It's behind Banks. It's going to fall to Gray. Gray can take the shot and he hits it over the bar. Should have scored, really. Or laid in Jeff King round the back. It's a bad miss, actually, from Joe Gray. Should hit the target.
Yeah, his movement was really good. And I don't think the ball was intentionally intended for him.
It was a poor ball from Newby. I think he tried to find King and... tried to find Banks.
Yeah.
And it was behind him.
And it found Gray, and Gray sort of... He had acres of space again, no one really near him, and he's got under the ball, blasted it over the top of the bar.
Terry again gets ready to take yet another goal kick. Yorkie's behind him, saying something. He clears. It's over the head of Johnson, and Batty just pings it back on the volley to Harrison Mayle from halfway. Mayle to Williams. Back once more to Mayle, and he clears first time downfield. Not sure Joe Gray's going to go after that, and he doesn't, and it falls now to Hunt. King back to Hunt. Ball over the top, and he's onside his Banks. Through on goal. Banks, he just gets away from him, zips off the surface, and through to the goalkeeper it goes.
Yeah, lovely pick out from Alex Hunt, and a good run from Banks, but you're right, he just got away from him.
Emmanuel Thomas runs towards the York City penalty area, tries to lay it through for Akindi. John Akindi doesn't have legs, and that's another foul from Akindi, surely. Oh no, the York City defender goes down, referee doesn't give it. Akindi keeps it in play and lays it off back to Messiah Edwards. Cross didn't come in, they gave the ball away, and City clear back to halfway. That's a short back pass. Can Gray there before Terry. Terry almost in the centre circle as he cleared that. He's not happy with that attempted back pass. He sends it downfield and it finds a white shield on the edge of the York box, but that's brilliant again over there from Jeff King, who was back out helping. Batty recycles it to Williams on the edge of his area. Back to the right hand side again to King. Still looking for this 6th goal, York City. Batty once more. Centre of the field, into the centre circle to Gray, tries to turn, tackle comes in on him, and they go back to their goalkeeper. Lays it off to Langston. Downfield, Kindy back to goal on halfway, does well this time to hold it up. Johnson, arms on the back of him, Kindy wins the free kick. 5-0. There are people heading to the exits here. Steve Wood, what are you doing?
My word. Still 5, 6, 7 minutes of football's here. Could be 3 goals.
Langston into midfield, gets it back. The captain for Braintree. And this right hand side to Cooper. Babbage. Tackle then came in. And the Lions was given it to Braintree. I think York City thought it was going to be their throw. It wasn't given. Emmanuel Thomas takes it and gives it back to Babbage. Langston. Going to be intercepted, is it, by Newby? No, just can't get there without fouling his man, and then eventually he does. Sort of rugby tackle, slings him over his shoulder. Francis Clark. Free kick given on halfway. Tight against the touchline for Braintree, and we've got 3 minutes now plus injury time as more of the York City supporters start to head for the exits.
Trying to beat the traffic. It's a bit of a blockage on New Lane, isn't there, which won't help. So
Again.
Don't
you work for the council? Can you sort this out, Ian?
I've had words.
Ball down the line to Emmanuel Thomas. He's going to get it back. Oh, it deflects. Lost control of that. Did the away team there? Cooper couldn't take it in his stride, and that'll be a York City throw-in now. No confusion over this one. In the left-back position, that Fallowfield will come across and get ready to take the throw-in. Into midfield for Batty. Oh, Batty, little lax there, unusually from him. Tried to control it in his chest, didn't get it, but again gets back in to try and win it back. Braintree into the middle it comes. Harrison Mail gathers at his post, and now Harrison Mail saying to Dan Batty, what are we doing here, boys? I want my clean sheet bonus, please. Don't let the ball be anywhere near my goal.
He just wants his clean sheet, doesn't he, Harrison Mail? Rightly so.
Flicked round the corner there from King, looking for Ollie. I don't think Ollie will get there. Played back to the goalkeeper, and Terry gets good connection, but it's straight to Hunt in the centre of the park. Now to Batty, who can run forward. Plays it off to Gray to Banks. Banks allowed to run to the edge of the box. Got a man over on this left-hand side. Banks been greedy, held onto it for too long. Now he gives it to Newby in the box. Newby goes to the byline, pulls it back into the middle. Another York City corner.
Great little play from Alex Newby there. Just put his foot over the ball, dropped the shoulder, sent the defender for forcing enough chips. He gets the corner.
Newby takes it short to King. Back to Newby. Put across him first time. In it comes.
Chance.
No, he hasn't done. Onto his left foot. He puts it in. Can't beat the first man. Rebounds back to him, to Newby. Lays it off to King. King will take on Francis Clark. Still got it. King. Pulls across in. Slip behind again by Akindi for a fourth York City corner in the second half. 5-0.
Yeah, you feel there's one more chance in this match, don't you, at least?
Yeah, he'd love another goal.
Yeah.
Steve Pitt, arms crossed, edge of his technical, just watching on, thinking, please no. It's bad enough as it is.
Please let us get out of here.
King, right footed, into the box, men on the ground. Referee gives the free kick against Morgan Williams.
We haven't mentioned much of Morgan Williams, but actually, this has been a really good debut. You know, he's solid, hasn't had much to do, to be honest, with what he has been asked to do.
Done nothing
he's done
wrong.
Really well.
Done nothing wrong. I think we'll see a lot more of him this season.
Yeah, he's a good player.
The free kick that Terry gets ready to take into the final 30 seconds of normal time.
Referee got time to tie his whistle up. Tie his whistle up. Tie his laces.
Yeah. There we go. We can get back underway now. Hope he adds those seconds on. Terry clears. Akindi flicks it on, looking for Emmanuel Thomas. Johnson gets there. Williams to Batty. Here comes the board. What number have he got for us there? 3? How can there be 3 minutes with all those substitutions?
3 minutes is just one set of substitutions.
Oh, dearie me. Braintree come forward into the York City penalty area. Left-hand side, they've still got it over there. In it comes. Harrison Mill gathers at his near post. 3 minutes. Absolutely laughable, referee.
Yeah, referee just wants to get off, doesn't he, as well? Where's 3 minutes?
The laws are the laws.
Yeah. That's terrible. Honestly, we were more than 3 minutes just on the one set of substitutions, weren't we?
Long ball downfield. Banks falls as he tries to control that. Referee's laughing at Banks. They send it forward. Fallowfield. He can't get there. And the away team have it once more. Forward to Akindi. He lays it off to Emmanuel Thomas. And Roy on this near side to Pennington. Comes forward. Good tackle from Banks. The away team still have it in the right back position. Langston. He tries to send it forward, looking for Akindi. Akindi's beaten to that in the air by Williams. Edge of the area, he goes to ground. Oh, he's been given a free kick right on the edge of the D, just right of centre.
Today's match
3 minutes.
Shocking. Who do you reckon, David? Who do you reckon?
I've no idea. There you go. They didn't give it to Pearce.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Alex Hunt with the man of the match, despite an Ollie Pearce hat-trick.
I mean, Alex Hunt has played well. Really
well.
Have. Yeah. But Ollie Pearce, look, he's just got up. What do I have to do?
He's turning round to the crowd behind him. He's obviously having a word with somebody down there. Still staggered by the 3 minutes.
I am, yeah. That's
8 subs.
Yeah.
Well, there's 9, but one of them's half time. So that's 4 minutes by itself.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
So a free kick. Akindi standing inside the 6-yard box, right in front of Harrison Mail to try and block him having any sort of view of this. Of course, he's going to have to move. York City are lining up a 5-man wall, including someone. They've got someone lying down behind it as well. Emmanuel Thomas is over it. Che Cooper is over it. It's going to be one of those two. Have they got something clever lined up? I doubt it. The last action of the game. We're in the final of those 3 minutes. I think it's going to be Emmanuel Thomas, isn't it? Unless they're going to shift it to Cooper, and then he'll still take on the shot. Here he comes, Emmanuel Thomas into the wall. They pick it up on the edge of the box. Shot comes in, and it's well wide of goal. Again, really poor. Williams gets up, he's fine. And York City have a goal kick. 5-0 it remains, 20 seconds to go. The Braintree fans are sticking it out till the end. Steve Pitt still trying to encourage his team down here, clapping his hands. Take what we have, boys, take what we have. 5-0 will do now.
Yeah.
Putting his hands to the ground. Let's stay calm.
Yep. Keep it at this, keep it at this.
Mail gets ready to take the goal kick. And that's the full-time whistle. York City win by 5-0, by 5 goals to 0.
Yeah.
An easier afternoon you will not find at any level of football.
No.
Boys against men from the very, very first minute. A hat-trick for Ollie Pearce, Greg Ollie, Hiram Boateng. City were 4 up after just 28 minutes. It was game over long before then, Ian Dunn. Easy as you like for the Minster men who stay top of the National League.
Yes, you've summed it up. Basically, it was boys v men. It was like a practice match for York City there in the end. Just too easy, or just too good. Take your pick. I think York City have got a ruthless streak about them, David. They look so organised, so polished, so strong. And if you look at the profile of the players, there's big, there's little, there's agile, there's fast, there's strong. It's got a great mix of everything, and teams just don't know how to live with us.
By the time York City do next play again, they probably won't be top of the National League because Rochdale play again on Tuesday evening, but they've done all they possibly can do here this afternoon.
Yeah, you couldn't ask much more of them. You know, all the goals came in a glut almost in that first half, but and sometimes that's even harder to then, how do you replicate that in the second half? And I think City came out with the right attitude, and it's all about attitude. When you're 4-0 up at half time, your attitude has to be right in the second half, and it was. And we're now beginning to expect that from York City.
So that's it. They are top of the National League. An absolute hammering they have handed to Braintree Town here this afternoon. It finishes York City 5, Braintree Town 0.
Georgie Spanswick at breakfast.
Who's cooking breakfast in the kitchen? Do you know who it is yet?
I do know who it is, and I've forgotten again.
Great!
Yeah.
It's brilliant having you working on the show. We've had a call from Simon. He says, is it Julie Andrews? Julie Andrews?
She's the lady from Sound of Music.
Well recognised.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, same person?
Victor Victoria. Yes. No. Literally.
I never put the two together. Never put the two together.
No. I literally can't believe it.
Georgie Spanswick at breakfast. Weekdays from 6. Just ask your smart speaker to play BBC Radio York. Every game live and getting you closer to your club.
BBC Radio York Sport.
So, full time at the LNER Community Stadium. Another day to remember for York City as they ran out 5-0 victors at home against Braintree Town, who weren't really up to par, were they? A brace for Ollie Pearce, a hat-trick rather for Ollie Pearce, a goal for Greg Ollie, and also a first goal at home for Hiram Boateng. Also full time at the Exercise Stadium. Let's get a full-time report from Tim Steer.
And it's been a grim afternoon for Harrogate Town once again in front of their home fans. 0-0 the half-time score, but the full-time score, Harrogate Town 0, Gillingham 3. Then the killer blows really came with 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Masterson with the first of those on 51 minutes, and then a penalty for Armani Little after Josh Andrews was judged to have been pulled back in the area by Chance Hedman. Bit of a soft one, but there was contact, and he gives the referee a decision to make, and the penalty was given, and Little put it away. And knowing how poor Harrogate have been in front of goal, in particular here at the Exercise Stadium, 6 games without a goal here in the league, many Harrogate Town fans, I think, started to give up the hope there that they could get anything from this one, and that hope was well and truly extinguished on 84 minutes after a bit of a mishit shot really from the edge of the box from Gillingham fell to Sam Vokes, and the veteran Welsh striker managed to poke it past Henry Gray for the third goal after the afternoon. There were debuts for Emerson Sutton coming in on that left-hand wing and looking bright and promising. Aidan Marsh also came on in the second half as well, but there wasn't a huge amount for him to really get involved with in a game which had, let's face it, already gone. Results elsewhere are terrible for Harrogate Town as well. Newport winning at home to Chesterfield, Crawley winning in the 89th minute with a 1-0 victory away at Barrow, which means Harrogate are bottom of the Football League, 3 points from safety, and the teams above them also have a game in hand as well. And I think for the first time in a long time, many fans will be leaving the Exercise Stadium tonight thinking that they are in trouble. They've got another game on Tuesday night here against Fleetwood Town, and we keep saying it every week as it's now 17 league games without a win. But that has to be a must-win game now for Harrogate Town against Pete Wild's Fleetwood on Tuesday night. Otherwise, I think a lot of people's hopes in Harrogate Town's season will go out. Full-time score, Harrogate Town 0, Gillingham 3.
Thank you, Tim Steer there at the Exercise Stadium. Also full-time at Queensgate Stadium, Scarborough Athletic against Kidderminster Harriers. James Fletcher.
Not a good day for Scarborough Athletic in this playoff clash against Kidderminster Harriers. They have lost by 2-0. The damage done in the first half by veteran midfielder David Davis, the former Birmingham City man, bagging a brace for the first time in 11 years. The first one was from a free kick on the halfway line. Fulks delivering a flat ball into the area. Confusion as to who should have gone up for it. The ball wriggled its way past everyone in a red shirt. Davis ran the ball into the back of the net to give the Harriers the lead after 24 minutes. 4 minutes before half-time, real sucker punch as Devine on the far side whipped in a decent ball. Once again, the back line of Scarborough unable to deal with it accordingly. Davis well placed to snuggle the ball home from 6 yards out underneath Ryan Whitley, and at half-time you could tell that Jonathan Greening and his coaching staff would have been very displeased with what the Sea Dogs produced in the first 45 minutes. Second half there was a bit more huff and puff, but Christian Dibble was never really tested apart from when Harry Green went through on goal. Waldron playing a lovely through ball in the 51st minute, but the ball slid past the far post. That gave the place a little bit of a lift, but the game management of Kidderminster was great in the second half. Didn't allow Scarborough really any real foothold in the game, kept them at arm's length, moved the ball nicely, and they should maybe have had 3 or 4. Centre half Emeka Obi missing from 8 yards with about 10 minutes to go would have capped off a fine afternoon for the visitors. Results have not gone the way either of Scarborough today. Macclesfield, Telford, Marine all winning as things stand. Buxton have thumped Radcliffe by 5-1, meaning the Derbyshire club leapfrog Scarborough, who when they head to Greater Manchester on Tuesday night are outside the playoff places. Work to do. That feels like a must-win in the moment to make sure they get some confidence back after being dumped out of their local cup against Yarman Eaglescliff. They haven't been able to react today. They've been beaten by a very professional side who Neil Redfern said in commentary are the best team to have played here this season. It finishes Scarborough Athletic 0, Kidderminster Harriers 2.
Thank you, James Fletcher there at Queensgate Stadium. We'll get some reaction there from Bridlington shortly from manager Jonathan Greening. Elsewhere, further down the footballing pyramid today, in the Northern Counties East League Premier Division, Tadcaster Albion lost 4-2 away at Albion Sports. Knaresborough Town 4-1 winners against Goldcar United. Pickering Town picked up an injury time winner, Charlie Thompson scoring in the